Now then,
You all right?
good mate, you.
Yeah, I just finished work.
Have you? Look at you. Look at
Still in
you.
the uniform cooking tea.
Get in. Well, Marcelo's just about to speak. If you've not caught it, team news is the same game against the same team that play against Fulham. So he's took Douglas out, and he's took he's took out. You're embarrassing me. Yeah. And he's took Alioski out as well. Brought back Costa and Dallas. So
I saw a little video on Adam Pope's Twitter feed. They've held a Costa with his knee strapped up. Yeah.
I was just on about it before we came on. We old Ben, and I was saying, like, I think, and it's only a think, I think he's possibly gone and brought Costa back in because of the ability that he can play left and right, and it gives that opportunity to swap him around. Whereas Alioski can only really play on the left.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe the only reason why he's brought him back in. But obviously, he thinks he affects the game. Otherwise, he wouldn't have brought him back. I don't know.
I feel sorry for Douglas as well, to be fair, because he put in a hell of a shift on Saturday. But Dallas, you can't keep Stewie Dallas out, can you?
Well, that's it, mate. I agree. Like, I think we've talked about it before. Like, I'm a big fan of Barry Douglas, both as a bloke and a player. But the argument again, though, when we did talking shit, when we did player of year, I said that Dallas were my player of year. So I suppose that answered my own argument, really, that he deserves to stay in team. But yeah, as Barry Douglas, should be a bit disappointed, I think, because he had a great game on Saturday. But it's team game, isn't it?
We look more balanced. Like with Douglas in the side, we looked more balanced. And I think Harrison seems, I don't know whether it's just a fluke or what, but Harrison seems to play better on the right hand side because he cuts in on his left foot. He seems to play a lot better on the right. But we'll see how it goes tonight. I've had this horrible. I listened to podcast this morning, what he did yesterday, and I just had this horrible churning feeling in my stomach all day. I'm like, oh, just get it over and done with. Can't wait till 7 o'clock tonight.
The thing is, I was the same, and I was texting Big Lee Nicholson. Texted me today, pitch side announcer, and he's going to bob on a bit later on, live from Ellen Road, and he was the same, anxiety ridden as we all are. But
I think 5 o'clock this morning, I was laid up. My missus was like, "What's up with you?" And I was like, "Football, innit?" I was like, "Doing me, innit?"
Yeah, I mean, my missus is on nights tonight. She's just sat over there, just off camera, and I know for a fact she'll be wanting Leeds to win purely because she don't want me to be like a bear with a sore head. So that's. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It'll be a tough game. It'll be harder than a lot of people are giving it. And Michael O'Neill's just made a point in his pre-match. He said that he'd looked at some footage and saw what Leeds United were weak at, and feel that they can expose that. Now, whether that means they're going to sit with two banks of four and hope to try and catch us on counter, because I've got pacing on counter them with people like McLean and Tyrese Campbell and people like that.
Well,
however, we score first, we kill that.
Campbell absolutely ripped Calvin a new one in the first half of the cup game at Ellen Road. I've never seen anyone he literally just left Calvin for dead, and it was like, but we'll see what happens today. To be honest with you, I don't think it'll be Calvin's problem today. But when you've got him and McLean on the wings, then it's Stuart Dallas and Ayling are going to have their hands full. But we'll see how it is.
Yeah, I mean, they look to be playing 4-2-3-1 with Cousins and Klukas in that holding role in middle. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Obviously, now we've got players on bench that can change game with Alioski and Hernandez. So, score first. I think this one's key that we just be patient, stick with it.
Definitely.
Marcelo's just on box now.
I just like one of the big. A good change for us as well. With us having Costa and Harrison on the wings, I think second half, if it's not working, give Shackleton a go in the middle and get a bit of pace going through the middle as well. So you have your pace on your width, and then you have pace through the middle as well, because Shackleton offers you that drive. Like, you can pick the ball up on the halfway line, and he can just drive, just cut a hole straight through the middle of it. I mean, I know he don't really play much, but you've got nothing to lose. We'll see how it goes. If it's 2-0 at half time, then we're laughing like everything's all right. It's about managing the game out. But
first goal's crucial again, isn't it? We've got to get the first goal.
It always is with us.
Don't give them the opportunity to shit houses. However, I don't know if these can shit houses. I don't know if they've got enough work rate in the team to be able to shit houses.
I don't think they'll come to shithouse, but
No, I don't think they can.
They've got Danny Batt. He's starting at the back for a minute.
Yeah, but he got slaughtered in the home game. Their home game when we beat him, he got absolutely slaughtered. He couldn't keep up with it. You see, I reckon today. I mean, Rob Reckon says he's sick as a dog as well, and I am. I reckon today, and it'll frustrate the fans to death. But we'll see Paddy Bamford a lot wider. He'll drift onto the fullbacks. To try and drag the centre halves out of position, because you and me both know, being obviously top level centre halves, there's nothing worse than striker disappearing over there and you're thinking, do I go with him? Do I not go with him? And if we've got wingers and fullbacks overlapping as well, it puts them in a bit all over the place. So I think Tyler Roberts has probably got a big game to play today, because I think Paddy Bamford's main role today will be to move them big centre halves around and create for other people.
That's what it'll be, just like creating space, just shifting and creating space. I was talking to a colleague at work today, he's a big Leeds fan, and I just said to him, I says, it's not like my feeling, it's not through lack of trust in the team, it's just we're Leeds fans, we don't have nice things. It just it never works out that way, does it? But he was saying he says we just need to get at them. He says if we play like we did against Blackburn, we'll be fine. He says just go at them, just play them off the park. Don't let them play. Don't let them get a foothold in the game. Just absolutely smash and blitz them straight from the off, like we did last season.
Yeah. Lads will be confident coming in from that Blackburn game, because again, that were a game where you looked at it and thought this could be a bit of a banana skin. But
I was chuffed with that. Chuffed with that. It's just that. I was at work earlier and I was just going through all the season in my head, and I was like, oh, Cardiff at home, we had them 2 points. It's just.
But the thing is, as well, I know everyone's getting on about Brentford, and fair enough, because we're damaged, aren't we, as Leeds fans? But the good thing is that we don't need Brentford to lose. As long as we do our bit, we don't need Brentford to lose. And do you know something? Leeds fans at best in world by a country mile. But I think tonight might benefit not having fans in stadium, because I think if 35, 40 minutes, if it's still 0-0, if Ellen Road were packed, first couple of misplaced passes, they'll be on the backs, and rightly so. And I don't think.
I think it went the opposite way against Luton. I think it went the other way against Luton. I think not having fans in the stadium worked in Luton's favour. I think they sort of come and they were overawed by the occasion, whereas I think the team needs to sort of really, like Fulham, second half against Fulham. Once the team gets on top, then they'll overpower anyone in the league. But I don't think Stoke will come to shithouse, but I think they'll just come keep it really tight.
Yeah.
Sort of 5 across midfield, 4 at the back, and just say to Leeds, right, you come and do us, and then it'll be exactly what it'll be. It'll be a long oof-out defence for Campbell and McLean to air after. That's what it'll be.
That might be another reason why he brings Dallas in at left back, slightly more pace than Barry Douglas.
I mean, you got Sam Vokes in as well, who let's face it, they're just going to launch long balls up to him out there and hope someone feeds off him. But we'll see.
Yeah, defo, mate. We will definitely see. On about the Leeds atmosphere, I'm going to name clang here. I interviewed Emerson Boyce a bit ago for another podcast. Obviously won FA Cup with Wigan, and I deliberately asked him at end, even though it's not a Leeds podcast, I just chucked in there at end, what's it like playing at Elland Road? And he said he played at an empty Elland Road. He said it was nothing like playing at a full Elland Road. I think he played at Rez's there, and then he played in League. And he said when you walk out and that big stand in front of you, he stands roaring. He says it's a pretty foreboding place. So just going on your point, what you said about Luton, I think that obviously plays a part.
It's the same. I think it's the same for both teams, though, isn't it? Because the players are looking for inspiration. The players are looking for someone or something to sort of lift them. Whereas, I mean, you think to Millwall at home this season when we were 2-0 down, it was the fans that turned that game round. Once they got a goal, the fans lifted the players and took it to that next level. Whereas no one's going to get that at the minute, either.
Exactly.
It's a shame.
Jake Phillips says, do you think nerves will play a part tonight? Do you know what? There'll be a bit of nerves in team for sure. But if you're a professional footballer at the top of your game and you don't want to play in these type of games, then maybe you need to evaluate why you're there. There'll definitely be a bit nervous, I'm sure, because they know what's riding on it. But, they should be absolutely relishing to playing games like this because, they've an opportunity here to stamp themselves into Leeds United history forever, really.
Ben White won't be nervous. He never does.
He don't look nervous, does he?
Mr. Ice Cold.
Just 1 second, I've got a crucial moment here. Son wants to know where his sweets are. I ate them last night.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking. Dad. In a crucial twist of fate, it's like Emmerdale. This. I ate your sweets. If you want to get some money and go get some, you can. There's some money in my pocket. Getting guilt trip now. I've been poorly, you see, so I had some comfort food last night. I was like, I'll just eat these bag of Skittles. That'll test my stomach out. Bag of Skittles. So yeah. So are you watching the game, pal?
I'm just waiting for the missus to get home, and then I'm off out into the bar the Gary converted into the bar, and I'm off to sit and have a bit of peace in there, and I can F and Jeff as loud as I want when I'm in there. The kids can't hear me. So
weirdly, since we've started doing these watch-alongs, I feel less nervous while I'm actually watching the game because I'm like watching it where there's 30 people watching live at the moment, but like we've had like 100 in a couple of games, and you sit there and think, well, I'm not watching it alone anymore, so I don't feel particularly nervous. And to be honest, now I've got started, I don't feel particularly too nervous if I'm truly honest. I think John Mattison's going to hold me to account here, though, because he said, all right, lads, come on, remember, Gary, you told me it'd be okay last night. I think I said it might be okay. I don't think I said it will be okay. We'll see.
Oh, man. I saw a post earlier that made me laugh. It just said, this game tonight, it's Barnsley from 1990 all over again. And I was like, no, that's next week.
Yeah.
Barnsley, next week's Barnsley again. It's like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see.
Missus, I can't wait to just go. I wish I could just switch off for 2 weeks and then see where we are. And then that's that. Done.
Yeah, just think 2 weeks now, it'll be done where we'll be Premier League play. It'll be Premier League team.
Mate, don't.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Remember, we're top at league because we're an incredible side.
Well, I've said it all season. Barnsley at home. We'll beat Barnsley at home to go up.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'd take that. Being a Barnsleyite as well. being a Barnsley lad, I'd take that, definitely. So, yeah, cool. Right, mate, I'll let you go and get yourself sorted and get yourself in the bar. Take it easy. Enjoy the game, mate. I'll catch you soon.
And you. Ta-da, mate.
Cheers, Adam. Thanks, mate.
Ta-da.
Yeah, so obviously I'm on my own for the time being. Have you found some? Check. Got to be some. So yeah, about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Obviously, I'm not doing this on my own. Raggy and Michael, our graphics guy, will be joining us. But a couple of comments from people watching. Noel Harris, aka Tread Galad. I need to work that out. Evening, lads. How are the nerves? Minor shot. I'd take PPG now and rather have an argument with lads up the pub. Yeah, but you know that is what it is. What it is. You know, we would much rather be playing with out an asterisk at the side of his name on promotion and do it properly, I think. John Mattison, I put my house on it now. I hope it's rented. Or I'll feel bad if you have to sell your house, but no. We'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. So 5 minutes from kickoff, like I said, Raggy and Michael will be joining us. We'll have updates from live from Ellen Road, actually in the stadium. Big Lee Nicholson will be joining us, pitchside announcer, to show us. They're just now showing on Sky the post-derby fallout with Pablo crying on the pitch. I hope they show that to the players in the changing rooms, because if ever there's any motivation, that's it. So yeah, Michael Holdsworth, and I agree with him. Early goal, please. Yep, the first goal is crucial in this tie, I feel. Don't give them the opportunity to just sit 10 men behind ball and shithouses, for want of a better phrase. So yeah, we'll see. Sky have now upped it an octave and now showing the best goals, including Luke's flowing mane. Pitch looks nice. And Lee Dorsey makes the point. We're up there for a reason. Best footballing team, and we have a cushion. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll see. Adam Barlow's come back on. He's just been on, bless him. He says, apologies for the red. We can't help your uniform, mate. But yeah, we'll let you off this time. Right then. So here we go again. Bit worried, but Jermaine Beckford's looking nice in his corduroy tie, live on Sky as we speak. If you are watching this on Facebook, please share the stream and get some other people to watch it. Rather listen to us than probably Don Goodman, I think, who's doing the commentary from that end. Just going to share this now. Do we have extra crowdies today? Let's have a quick look at that from Isham. Do we have extra crowdies today? Ellen Road seems full of them from the Sky images. Yeah, I must admit, when it came on, I thought, God, there's more. So whether it's been a creeping amount, I'm not sure. But yeah, to be fair, it looks good, doesn't it? In all fairness. So yeah, I'll just turn that down. Calgary White, nervous, 2-1. Come on, Leeds. What time is it, John? Paul, over in Calgary at a minute. I'm sure I asked this other week and I should know this. Is it 4 hours? 9 hours? Oh, I can't remember. Been to Canada as well. Can't remember. Right, so let's just quickly share this stream. Some score predictions would be nice. Anybody got any ideas? Score predictions? Can't share it. I don't know why. Give us your score predictions. Let us know. Braggy and Michael will be joining us at some point. But yeah, we'll see. First 10-15 minutes will be important. Just watching Jack Butland struck down from Howard's Bar, which they're using as an improvised changing rooms while COVID's on. So yeah, I trialled sitting on settee for Luton game, but because we drew one apiece, I've now gone for the revert back to the old seat. So yeah. So wait for Rags. Just seen Stoke team come out now. James McLean sporting a lovely Alice band. Ben Parker, I mate the trucker. Hey up, pal. How was the nerves? Just had to open the bar. 3-1 Leeds. Yeah, I've opened the bar as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be a tough game. I'll just take 3 points by whatever means necessary. Lee Angrad Myers, he's gone 3-0 Leeds. So yeah, we'll hopefully that is the case. It'd be nice to be like 2 up inside 20 minutes, just to settle the nerves down a little bit and make Stoke come and try and play us. So just seeing the Leeds team come out at the moment. But looking at Mateus Click, he's had a lovely buzz cut. Iron tight. He's had ball on head. So is Ben White. They've all started getting haircuts now. It's been lifted a bit. Calvin sporting his man bun at the rear. I think Jack Harrison's got no intention of getting rid of that top knot. So yeah, we're 2 minutes from kickoff. Both teams are out on the pitch. John Mattison's also gone for 3-0 Leeds. That'd be a treat if that was the case. And Dave Radcliffe hasn't given a score prediction. He just said he feels sick, and yeah, I'm with him on that. So just seeing shots now. Michael O'Neill, sorry, not Martin O'Neill, in the dugout. Be interesting to see what tactics he employs. Teams then just come out. The Leeds team: Melier, Ayling, White, Cooper, Dallas, Phillips in the holding, Elder Costa, Tyler Roberts, Mateus Klitsch, Jack Harrison, and Paddy Bamford. Subs bench: Maziak, Douglas, Berardi, Struick, Shackleton, Alioski, Hernandez, Stevens, and Paveda. Yeah, we'll see. Stoke is Smith, Bath, Collins, Martins Indy. Martins Indy is an interesting one. I think Costa could get it in. Cousins and Klukas holding, Campbell, Powell, McLean, and Vokes. Aaron Waterfield, he says 3-1, can see them grabbing one from a set piece. If we're 3-0 up, I'll take that, Aaron, to be honest. I wouldn't be too bothered. If they score first, I might be a bit panicky. So yeah, about ready for kick-off. Still here on my own. And John Mattison reckons that they're going to shit houses, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they can. I'm not sure if they've got the discipline or the structure inside to be able to do it, but we'll have to wait and see. Calvin smiling, which is good before the game. Don't look nervous. Looks nervous now. Tyrese Campbell. Stoke have scored a fair few goals under O'Neill. 4th best in league. So, again, as usual, for the watch along, We'll give the and we're off so that everybody can sort of align for those that want to. Don't forget, get your comments in, get your thoughts in as the game goes on. Stoke to kick off, and they're off. And they go long straight away. Shock, horror. Long to Sam Vokes immediately. Kaling clears up. And Leeds go long this time. And Paddy Bamford puts him under a bit of pressure and gets us a set piece. No, don't. It's come to Tyler Roberts. Oh, he's forced to save out of Butland in the first 29 seconds. That's a great start for Leeds. Tyler Roberts nipped in, just went to kill it in top bin, and Butland makes a decent save, to be fair. But again, comes from Paddy Bamford, put him under pressure. Yeah, decent save for steady save really for Butland. Yeah, you'd expect him to make that save. But a good start. Set piece, Calvin. And cleared at near post. After that great free kick last week, he's not managed to clear the first man. Another corner then, second corner of the game, minute gone. On the right. Again, don't beat the first man. It's got to be better than that. Tom Pennell, for those watching, reckons that we're going to get a hat trick for Patrick Bamford. I wonder what the odds are on that. Stoke clear up. Lump it upfield. Melia gets it wearing the blue keeper kit. Stoke look to be wanting to sip deep from what we can see here. 2 banks of 4. Ailing win early ball. Butland scuffs it again. Didn't he have a merit cup against us, Butland, as well? Mishandling all over the place. To be fair, we ruined his career, didn't we? We were well bound for, I think, World Cup when he came on loan to Leeds, and then, yeah, didn't make it with England after that. Yeah, it looks very much like Stoke can sit behind the ball and try and play off Sam Vokes as they knock it long to him. 2 minutes and 24 seconds gone. And Leeds managed to force a save in 20 seconds, so it's a good start. Gives a bit of confidence. It's really bizarre talking to myself with nobody else here.
Where is everyone else?
I think Raggy's working and Michael, our graphics guy's got a conference call, so they will be coming soon if you find me slightly boring, which is not beyond the realms of possibility. No real press from Stoke. Oh, Ben White's been robbed. Foul. A foul to what? Mike, how you doing, pal?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just in a meeting. Like,
no, you've joined at a good time, mate. Because Ben White's just given a free kick away, bang centre of the net, and to me, it looks like it's actually a free kick our way because Powell fouls him for me. Although there's some similarities with the Blackburn goal. So yeah, we'll have to see. Melia's got to be on his
best.
On his best, yeah.
When's he not? Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, well, he needs to be now. So have they got a set piece man in their team?
Oh, I don't know.
McLean a bit of a set piecer.
Who's the ginger lad?
Sam Clucas, yeah.
Lucas, yeah. He was always dangerous.
Have to wait and see then. So set piece, 25 yards out, middle at goal. Tyrese Campbell looks to be taking it, and he's at the wall. Deserved, really. And then McLean drills it wide. Bit of a soft free kick, I feel, for that, for me, for them.
Been a lot of them, haven't
there? Yeah. Do you know something? We talked about this on podcast last night, actually. Since coming back, there has been a lot of soft set pieces and people going down rather easily.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it.
I wonder if it's because the crowd didn't have a massive amount of an influence. I'm not sure. Elder Costa's won it back here. Leeds have got a great chance to break here. Stoke with men at pitch after a set piece. Costa, referee. Right, how can he give the first one but not give
inconsistency again?
Is it gonna be one of them games? Who is the ref? Let's have a look who the ref is.
Let's have a look.
I'm not happy with that straight away. Let's have a look. Overview. Darren Bond. Oh my word, that name rings a bell. I think he's from one of select referees as well. So for anybody who is tuning in, don't forget, Big Lee Nicholson live from Ellen Road will be joining us at some point to give us the inside the stadium view. Raggy will be coming on when he's not busy at work. But so far, you've got me and Mike. And Mike is the guy behind our incredible graphics that we've now got going on due to his expertise. Because me and Canva, other graphics company, are available. Didn't really get on. As in, I didn't know how to do it because it's not really my bag.
Yeah, I do my best.
Oh, no, mate, you do a good job. Melia there, we're diving at it to just mop up the Route 1 football to Sam Vokes. Daniel Robinson, regular tuner to the watch along, says, all right. So, yeah, all right, pal. And Jimmy, 9013, who again's a regular tuner said, 1-1 or maybe 2-1 Leeds. So he predicts a tight game, pretty much like we do as well.
Been
a reasonably good start from us, though. Jimmy's also praising your graphics as well. Mike, he says, good man, Mike, for sorting our graphics game out. So, yeah, top stuff. Don't forget to go follow Mike over on Instagram at All Leeds. Jake making the point that we've made already, 2 mistakes from the ref already.
I mean, does it even surprise you anymore? These refs, like, you know, I mean, the scheduling as well. It's shocking. I think we get 23 hours less rest than Swansea.
Yeah,
this week.
Yeah, there is.
At the high levels of sport, that's a big amount, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if the players care or not care, but I wonder if they really think it bothers them. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Michael Sprite, fan of the show, being one of the regular talker shutters from day one. Morning, lads. It's 2 a.m. over here in Australia. Sleep is overrated. So big thanks for tuning in to us, mate, at 2 a.m. in Oz.
Yeah.
You're not in Melbourne, are you? They've gone back into lockdown, aren't they? In Melbourne, I think, from a coronavirus outbreak. So currently 7 minutes gone. Yeah. Stoke doing what we expected Stoke to do. When we get the ball, they just go in and sit in and try and play a little bit when they do have it. But so far, other than Tyler Roberts making a save out of Butland, it's been, and obviously their free kick, it's been non-existent, really. But only 8 minutes gone. Still feeling them out a little bit. Yeah, Stoke are not bothered about pressing. Look at Calvin. Then he had about a week to make that pass. I think Stoke are going for the Cardiff blueprint. Oh, Mateus, terrible pass. Leeds lucky.
I say that to anyone who will listen. If I was going to play Bielsa, I'd do exactly the same.
Yeah, just sit in and be patient, and then try and catch him on counter or something along them lines. I think is the blueprint. And then Stoke have got the weapons to do it with the pace they've got in wide positions.
Yeah.
And Nick Powell, who can find a ball, and then obviously Sam Vokes, who's a bit of a lump. And looking at every man in there.
When was the last time you heard of a team having 3 centre backs? In fact, going back to Luton.
Max Dickey or Jack Harrison's got a chance here, back post. Poor ball. And Stoke clear, 9 minutes gone. But again, with Stoke, it's a bit of a hopeful punt up to Sam Vokes. David Thornton, fan of the show. All right, lads, I'm predicting nothing because I'm too fearful. Fair enough. Already in the first 9 minutes, we've seen a lot of the diagonal ball across the field to try and get in behind Stoke. Aldercosta's just been bullied by Martin Zindi, by the way, which will not come as a great surprise because he is quite soft at times. Yeah, Leeds going not totally direct, but that crossfield ball's being executed a little more. Tell you something, just focusing on Sam Vokes a minute, 10 minutes gone, it looks to be blowing out of his hoop. Be interesting if Stoke can maintain it. Kev Ward's just bringing a goalkeeping point up again, friend of the show. Got to say I'm a bit twitchy. Have you noticed something that with Casilla not being in goals, we've not had any keeping dramas? Yeah, he's got a point, I suppose, but well, yeah, he's got a point. I can't really even give a but I don't think Melier, since we've come back, has had a massive amount to do apart from pick it out at net. He probably could have done better with one of the goals, I think, down at Cardiff. I remember. Other than that,
near post at Cardiff, I think.
Yeah, his distribution has been lacking at times, but I think it couldn't really have asked him to do much more. I'll come to you, Mike. Do you think we'll ever see Kiko Casilla in a Leeds shirt again?
Nope.
No, I don't either.
Nah, I think it's done. I think yeah, I mean, for me, it just reminds me of Bowyergate all over again. You're like, not not as bad, but it's along those lines, isn't it? It's just kind of like,
Yeah, and I think the fact that Leeds have been linked with keepers for next year, speaks volumes as well.
We'll be getting about 15 keepers in next window. So
yeah. The kid, the biggest name I've heard linked is the lad at PSG, Martin Bulker. We tried to nick him before he went there from Chelsea, but missed out.
Yeah.
Tyrese Campbell just in behind Dallas at the minute, but Dallas makes good work to get back. Stoke have got a chance here, but it's cleared up front post from Ben White. Pass back number 14 for Stoke. Is it Tommy Smith? It is, yeah. Oh, Huddersfield connections as well.
Click Huddersfield.
Yeah. Does well to get back there, Dallas, to be fair, because Tyrese Campbell's got lightning in his boots. He's a fast kid.
It's usually the first 20 minutes in it where it's, if we don't score first 20 minutes is when it gets, yeah.
I think we've won a lot of the second balls in the first 12 minutes though as well. That's interesting. Like, I mean, a couple of iffy passes and stuff, and we've recovered well from it, but Stoke are getting through. Just on the goalkeeper debate, Jimmy says Melier is a good lad. Yeah, he seems good around the place as well.
No debating that. No debating. He's going to be a good guy to have going forward.
He's only 19 as well. Or is it 20 now?
I think he's just gone 20. But yeah,
Peter White says he's bricking it. I'm not too bad now. To be honest, I'm not too bad because, well, I just think we've started quite well. Jimmy says the Stoke trying to close us down. They'd look to be when we get ball in their half, obviously, but when we've got the ball in our half, they've literally got one man in our half, which is Sam Vokes. Rest are camped behind ball pretty much. This again, like we talked about it, Luton. The key to this is going to be in the transition between them losing position. We've got to be quick out of the transition, and when we get us chances, we've got to be kind of ruthless as well. So, yeah. Kev Ward's brought up. I think the story about the boys having a meeting after the Luton match just tells us how committed they are. They had the courage to get that done. This is our year, and it's got to be my ticker. Won't last another year like this. Yeah, I agree with that.
Same here, and I've just gone 28.
The thing is, I don't think the players is in doubt how much they want this game, how much they want this promotion, like, and how much they probably deserve it. They know full well, like we had Adam Forshaw on the show. They know last year they took their eye off the ball and dropped a massive clanger. And I think they were keen to not repeat that. Bamford in area where Chansey drops it off to Klitsch, and it goes all the way back to Butland, and he gets rid of it. Again, look, it's Stoke. It's long. As soon as we break down Kev Ward says he's been supporting them since he's 59. He's been supporting them since he was 5.
Wow.
It's a good effort.
Yeah.
I think I'm coming up 30 years, I think, supporting Leeds.
55.
Good ball to Tyler Roberts. Is finding quite a bit of space in that 10 at the minute. He's kind of dropping in and working between lines at minute to try and cut out their midfield. So lots of encouraging stuff. 15 minutes gone. And so far they've not really laid a glove apart from the free kick in the corner, which they promptly fluffed. Elder Costa at middle here. Paddy Bamford's going to have a shot, I think. Oh, Bamford just strikes over from distance. Happy with that. I'm positive.
Yeah. Was it you lads on your podcast last night that said when he doesn't think he usually scores, when he just levers it?
I think it was Raggy. Raggy brought the point up that when he's got time to think about stuff, that's when he generally makes a bit of a mess of it. But if it's just instinctive, it does better. Yeah. It's a decent shot, to be fair. We've brought up a few times that we need to shoot more, and we did against I think Fulham, Luton not so much, Cardiff not so much. But no, it's 16 minutes gone, fairly encouraging stuff so far. I think we're marginally the better side without being absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
For those watching, get your thoughts in.
Costa out of the Blackburn squad.
Sorry?
Was it injury that kept Costa out, or was it his form?
No, injury apparently. A knock on his knee, and somebody said earlier that his knee was strapped up in warm up, but it doesn't appear now. But don't know, maybe just got a bit of a whack on it or something. I'm not sure. Crowd is looking on top form. They must replace him.
So I put up a predicted lineup for that Blackburn game, and I got it bang on. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked he'd made changes.
Well, yeah, because Costa wasn't. It weren't mentioned.
Right?
Not what it.
Mm.
So yeah. So Leeds, 17 minutes gone. Ben White's got it in full back, in centre half position. He's just driving through at minute. Tries a little sneaky ball through to Patrick Bamford. Yeah, Stoke. Every time they get it, it's a ball long, trying to beat our press. But so far, they've not managed to get it anywhere near any of their players. Jack Harrison. Is there a better player with a first touch in the Championship than Jack Harrison? You'd be hard pressed to find one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's very nearly the complete winger. Very nearly. I think if he can, it's that same old thing. If he can start taking his man on a bit more, then you're laughing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Daniel Robinson have a bit of a moan. No scarves on either camera. Come on, Danielson. What's this here? Look, this scarves. Left my son to interior decoration, but he's not bothered. He's not pulled out. Wait today.
Let me off. I'm putting carpet down this morning. So
wow, rock and roll lifestyle. So 18 minutes gone. Bielsa and Carlos Carbahan just having a chat on the Sky cams at the moment. Daniel Robinson says he's liking the Jam poster in the background of your camera, Mike.
Poster, it's a signed record, that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't put it there on purpose, it's just there.
Jack Butland then. Oh, takes a flip there, but gets rid of the ball. Get up, Sam Vokes, you cheating get. Leeds now got a chance to break out after Stoke got in a little bit. Elder Costa now. Look at the acres of space to run at him. Go on, get at him. Cuts back. In fairness, Stoke have got back well. Two banks of 4. I don't want to predict too early. 19 minutes gone, but if the game carries on the way that Stoke want to turn it into, it's screaming out for Pablo Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
As is every game, to be fair. Oh, Leeds got a chance here. Klitsch. Blocked. Blocked shot. Turns his man at middle at park. Right-footed shot. Blocked by, I think, Jordan Cousins, who's down. He may have got it in the baby-making device. Yeah, he got it in the baby-making device, and he looks in quite a bit of pain. Count them, don't rub them, son. You'll be all right. To be fair to Jordan Cousins, that's an absolutely fantastic block because Klitsch is going to score from that. He's just saying to the ref, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Ref. I'm in a bit of a tangle here. Is there a worse pain in the world than getting one in plums?
He's done an Eddie and Ketcher.
Yeah, Eddie were out with a knacker issue, weren't he?
If you were a goalkeeper back in day, you know what it's like.
Keeper just taking piss out. Ref just taking piss out of Cousins there. I know you got one in, but in that position. So here we go. Calvin, set piece down at the south stand end. Oh, sorry, it was Martin's Indy who copped for it in the plums. So great block from him. Oh, Butland came, stopped, didn't come again. And again,
what is it with England keepers just falling from grace?
Yeah, he's had a massive. We ruined his career, didn't we? He came on loan to us.
Yeah.
Hell bent for World Cup, and then he came to Leeds, and we finished him off. Yeah. Daniel Robinson makes a point here. He says Costa, and earlier he said Costa's the most Sacco-esque player since Sacco, and he cuts back every time instead of running and crossing. He does. That is one of his frustrations. But in that position, then is there any real point in him driving at someone if there's nobody to then pass the ball to? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think we've all got his highlight reel burnt into our brains, haven't we? And
yeah. But the thing is, Wolves played a totally different way to what we play. Leeds have got a chance. Oh, yeah. Paddy Bamford drops it off to. Oh, Bamford's in behind. Oh, he's cleared off the line. Oh, he's cleared off the post. Has he missed it? I'd love to see that back in highlight. How has Tyler Roberts missed it? Has he hit the post, Tyler Roberts, there, or has somebody saved it? But credit Patrick Bamford. That's a great bit of play. Over Butland, and then it's cleared off the line. Show us the replay then. Good play from Leeds, to be honest, to get him behind there. So a little drop off from Bamford. He plays it into Mateus Click, who drops it off. Bamford drives past him, lifts it over Butland. McLean clears off. Oh, Tyler Roberts is cleared by Danny Batt on the line.
So I think.
Good.
What were you saying about being ruthless?
To be fair, Butland gets a little bit of an arm on that, which takes the sort of sting out of Bamford's lifting. Bamford does well there. He gets some shit, but he does well there. But really should be scoring from that. But credit Danny Bart. He does well there. It's Bart. No, it's Danny Bart. Put your comments on how you pronounce Danny Bart's name. I'm going Bart. My son's going Bath. But he's got 2 A's, so it's got to be Bart, I think. I'm not sure.
2 A's.
Yeah, it's got 2 A's. B-A-A-T-H.
Oh, Robert.
Really, really encouraging stuff, this for me, I think.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff to be positive about.
Rat.
Jake on YouTube says Costa plays best when he can get in behind. He can't get in behind when the defenders are on the goal line. Totally agree. Yeah, Danny Bath.
Yeah, he's got 2
All right, with some wins, Danny Bath we're going with. So, Noel Harris says water break again after lots of pressure. Yeah, I mean, what is the rule with a water break? Can teams call for it?
No idea. Yeah. If you ask me, they should have it where both managers have to agree to have it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The
thing is,
but we're having them now. So.
Yeah, this is just nailed on to be a like an advert break in the future, innit? For sure.
Yeah.
The main man here, the man with the best beard on Talking Short, Raggy, is in the house. Rags, all right, pal?
Now stressed.
Watching the game, pal.
Who does a 5 o'clock kickoff? That's ridiculous.
Have you been watching any of it? Just got on.
I've been trying to. I've been in a conference call, so of course I haven't. No, I've been fully
engaged in work.
Fully engaged with work, obviously. To be fair, I haven't seen much of it. I've just seen that chance there from Bamford and Roberts. Though.
To be fair, mate, my evaluation, and it's not worth anything, is we've been the better side, and we've created a few bits and bobs, and their game plan is very much to camp in behind the ball, hit it long, and try and catch us on counter. But so far for them, it's not working, and so we've got him behind a couple of times. It's going to be one of them where we've got to be ruthless and take his chances, I think.
Yeah.
Also, ref's a tosser. Other than that,
Yep.
you're up to date, pal. You're up to date.
Darren
Nice.
Bond, yeah.
Noel Harris says, evening, Ragstar.
Evening all.
And Kev Ward says, Raggy, our own JC impersonator. JC.
JC. Jesus Christ.
I'm with you. Jack Harrison with a good ball into the box. Not a great ball, actually. Just like floated in.
I've actually got a day off tomorrow, so I'm going to try and get this terrible Barnet cut.
Hey, did you not say you were keeping it until we got promoted?
No, I never said that.
Well, it'll be
I'm
part of
I've
the.
got customers to see next week.
I'm sure you said I'm going to keep this until we get promoted.
No, I didn't say that. I definitely didn't say that. Don't say that.
Looks like me, sort of mid June. That I went full beard.
Did you?
To get rid?
I've got a t-shirt cheeks.
Yeah, it just itchy.
Look at Leeds playing away out there. Kev Ward brings up the point. It just shows how valuable that Bamford is that team of ours. He works the backside off. He absolutely does. There's no debate here. Chancey, we've nicked it. Costa's nicked it off of Martin's Indy, but it plays an awful ball to Klitsch, and Klitsch gets smashed by James McLean. So, but then Ayling wins it back off Nick Powell, and he's fouled, referee. Nope, carry on playing then.
Mm-hmm.
Klitsch just cut it back to Tyler Roberts. To be fair, that's one of them shot come cross things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's neither or, is it?
Yeah. What shirt we repping today? Rags.
Got the old retro Burton one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Honest, we're rocking some shirts today, aren't we? Rocking the yellow Strongbow Champions League, I think, innit?
It was the cheapest one on eBay.
And I've gone for this year's purely because I wore the Admiral one for Luton, and we drew one apiece. So
yeah.
In fact, I might have worn that.
Beat 'em.
Fulham, actually.
We're looking forward to the Adidas.
Yes,
yeah.
Launch.
Rumours are it might be announced this week or next. It might be shown anyway. Got a ball from Calvin to Paddy Bamford, by the way. To be fair, first touch.
Get to that, yeah.
First touch does him well because it's a terrible first touch, but he puts it back on a good side. David Thornton, bless him. Gary, stop putting yourself down. You're one of the better podcasters. Must be a very shallow pond.
Not many get to 102 shows, mate. Although I saw on Twitter when we were promoting it last night, it was 202.
Yeah. Shows. Wow. So Jimmy says, got my bright yellow 2015 away shirt on. Which was the 2015 one? Was it the Kappa one with no logos on?
I was going to say, was that the year?
Was that the no sponsor one?
No sponsor.
No sponsor one. My son's got it with Cook 23 on the back.
Yeah, it's the Lewis Cook shirt, that, isn't it? It just is.
You do think Lewis Cook straight away.
Yeah.
And that goal against Fulham.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's about the only thing to remember from that season.
Yeah.
To be honest. Oh, and Mirko Antonucci having a step two on pitch with someone. Can't remember it well.
Can you see Cook as someone Bielsa would be interested in, or we just got our Leeds glasses on for that?
I'm not sure, mate. I've not really watched him for Bournemouth, to be honest. See how he's kind of developed.
Yeah.
That's
See, that's
one
some,
yeah.
I don't think he really has developed, has he? He's just kind of there. It's hard to say.
He's got some. He's got some Klitsch traits, hasn't he? He can get about the pitch and run about and stuff. So you could see why Bielsa would want him. But I mean, midfield wise, were we to get promoted, and obviously 5 games left, we're not gonna tempt fate. But
yeah,
midfield, do you think we need someone else?
You'd want a bit more cover, I would say.
This is it.
You'd want to add to it, wouldn't you? I mean,
yeah. You've got to.
I think all those.
Without sacrificing the core of the team, because that's the big thing. That's you can't get rid of the core. If you get rid of the core, then you're in for a Villa or a Fulham.
Yeah,
but I think a few diamonds.
Another number 10 for me.
Yeah,
another somebody who can just do something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like I think next season, if we were to get promoted, obviously talking sign Ben White, a striker who's going to score a lot,
yeah,
and a 10. And I think we're not Jack Harrison on a permanent, and I think we're not far away from being able to potentially hold his own a little bit. But it'd be interesting to see if Bielsa fleshes the squad out a little bit, or will he go into the Premier League with such a small squad? Because really, the Premier League,
they'd be like, hang on, there's even less games.
Yeah,
I don't need a bigger squad.
Yeah.
Make less games.
To play yourself out of danger really well there on 30 minutes. Just we're getting a bit of pressure from Stoke, not a massive amount. And then the play, ref, get out of there. David Thornton's coming again just to sort of itemize my podcasting abilities, and he says, I'm definitely in top 20.
Top 20.
Top 20. To be honest, mate, I'd take top 200. I would honestly take the top 200. 300, 400.
He finally flags his mustache there.
Yeah, I must say that was a bit late, wasn't it? So far, I'm fairly happy. Creating a bit. Oh, he's miles off.
What's he complaining about, really?
About
3 mile offside.
Yard off. Yeah. Costa is drifting into that central role quite a bit. Oh, this is an absolute tragedy here. David Thornton, I lost all my 25 years worth of shirts due to damp. I'm wearing my square ball and drinking coffee from my square ball mug. Class. We obviously love the guys at the square ball, but where's your talking shut mug? Chuckham says, what's the score? Currently, nice chicken, Avi, by the way. It's 0-0, 31 minutes gone. Jake says, referee as usual is playing straight into their position and slowing the game, giving us nothing. Do you think ref pity teams that are under pressure? I just think the standard of reffing is awful, to be honest. It's just so inconsistent and poor.
It really is.
We're a bit behind. We're in between a rock and a hard place because we've got you can have this or you can have VAR.
That is true. That is very true.
But I think VAR do us a lot of favours, really. The way we play.
Apart from Roof against Forest.
Yeah, but what was it this season? 10 points. We've been lost for poor refereeing and that. And...
Yeah. I've got one for you then. Fuck off, ref. Sorry, family. Swearing. Roof debate. I've seen a few things come up this week and last week. We should never have sold him our Roof. Where do you sit with that, Mike?
Well, he's only made 15 appearances this season, hasn't he? He's been injured. I actually had a look at this because I compared it, and Roof's goals per shots. I mean, like basically Bamford needs 10 or more shots to score, whereas Roof would need 7 or 8. So it's not massively different. The biggest factor for me, like I say, is the injuries. So, play-doh knees, as you say. It's like I think for Anderlecht, I think he's only made like 15 appearances. He was out obviously with that ankle problem, and then now he's got calf or somewhat on that transfer market, But it's a messy situation as well with Roof, innit? People don't know whether he wanted to leave or wanted a pay rise or whatever happened there. But
I think the strong rumours were, or the strong reports were the fact that he wanted, if he was to sign a new deal, he wanted parity, or at least predominant parity with Bamford. And Bamford's probably second highest earner after Kiko. So it's a big investment to make in someone who. Don't get me wrong, he did well for Leeds, but like I say, that's it. Last season, he really did struggle to stay fit.
Yeah. We got told, Rags, if you remember, that he struggles to get through a game without getting a calf strain because of the you play at. So if you look at it on that, I mean, it's easy, isn't it, to sort of draw comparisons because obviously Eddie came in, didn't last very long, disappeared again, all that type of stuff. But like, would Kemar Roof have played that much this year if he couldn't play much last year because of his injuries? Yeah, I mean, you never know. He could have come in and got 25 this year. You just don't know, do you? But I think it's a debate that's not even worth having because long and short, he's
Yeah.
not.
He's not there. We've got
The-
one striker, and that's it.
Yeah, you got to get behind him.
We've got 5 games.
You got to
I
get
think-
behind him.
I think Phil Hay said on the Phil Hay show that Bielsa's a bit of a nightmare when the club approach him and said, "Do you think you need another striker?" And he's like, "No, because if Bamford's injured, I'll play Tyler Roberts." And then they go, "Well, what if Tyler Roberts is injured?" I go, "I'll play Jack Harrison in number 9."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
right. Well, you're like the expert coach that you are."
That would be a nightmare for somebody like Victor Orta, who
That's
gets
what
a lot of the.
Jack Harrison, that is, by the way.
Robert's going his way there.
Look at how many Stoke players. Oh, it chipped in behind. Oh, how many Stoke players packed in that box?
Yeah, for like somebody with like Victor Orta who just gets all the stick, he's only going to go for players who Bielsa wants, surely. Like, so everyone's going on at Orta for making, getting Augustine. It's like, how was he to know what had happened?
Yeah,
hindsight's 2020. That's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah,
There were no one in January going, "No, this is a bad signing." This
exactly. Same with Costa.
Nobody.
Same with Costa.
The thing is with Augustin, it were a educated gamble really because
Yeah,
we'll leave it. If he got fit and played to the level he can play at, then it looks like a good deal.
yeah.
For a ball that is from Ben White. Come on. Yeah, sorry. Back to Augustin. It's an educated guess, isn't it? That if they get him fit, then he's worth more than he's worth, more than it costs. If he's not fit, then it don't work, and it hasn't worked.
Exactly. And this is the risk of the January market, which Orta did come out and say, I don't. Did he say like I don't trust the market in January or don't like to go shopping in January? But
well, let's face it, Eddie's heart broke with Dan James in January.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, the thing is as well, like we could have gone and spent 20 million on Shea Adams, which Leeds wanted to do, and he could have pulled his calf in first game and not featured as much as Augustin did. So, in a funny kind of way, Augustin going back means that we're not paying his wages now, which we believe to be 90 grand a week. We've had that ability to pull the plug on it. I'm not sure. It's a tough one. I really wanted him to be a success, but
if we'd have kept, I mean, it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? Like you say, we had Eddie in, and he'd have been great, but with
Jim is just mocking my phrases. I'm quite good at constantly mixing phrases up. And he said, "Educated gamble, brilliant." You know what? I'm pattern that and embrace it and said that's what I'm going to use all the time. Educated gamble. I probably meant a gamble or an educated guess, but hey ho.
Calculated gamble.
That's the one. I don't know. Whatever. Microphones just fell off the table. Never good.
I think it's more, again, the striker situation. It's more, it's made worse, isn't it, because of the situation with our youth strikers as well. The fact that Edmondson's frozen out, Kun Temenushkov is out in Spain on loan.
Tell you what, props for you for that pronunciation.
I'm a very cultured man. Yeah.
Just come in and pronounce the names for us.
Yeah. This will all be subtitled.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think the other thing as well that fans have got a little bit a little bit of thought of is the fact that the academy isn't always to serve the first team either. It might be just to bring some money back in, and Kun just come in.
Absolutely.
Example, really, that he's got a fancy name and he came from Barcelona, which puts him up on a pedestal straight away. But maybe on the short he just isn't good enough, and he might bring us, I don't know, 200,000 or 100,000 or whatever.
It pays for the academy for a year or whatever. Yeah.
And so, I mean, everybody wants Edmonton to be successful, but let's be really honest. If he's this big breakthrough prospect that a lot of people build him up to be, he'd have been in and around Bielsa's squad for a long time. Bielsa trusts the youth. That's why Gotts and Stevens and Shackleton and we've even seen Bryce Azana in the squad and people like that. They get a chance because Bielsa believes. So you've just got to ask yourself the question: why isn't Edmonton part of that? And it's probably because Bielsa doesn't believe in him at the minute, and also he has had some injuries. He's had surgery recently, hasn't he? So,
I mean, I've heard things about he was the only player to come back overweight, and he likes to drink and all that. And it's just like, end of the day, you're either in or you're out. You're out, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I think a striker should be allowed to have that little bit of leniency, a bit of charisma, and a bit of, you know, it makes me think of like Gaza or something, you know, like just a little bit of swagger, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously, Bielsa's not the guy that's going to let one guy off the lead, and
No,
you know,
it's not his way.
a bit like Wilco in a way.
Yeah. So we've got a troll, Carl Ratcliffe 02. Go on, Stoke.
Is that a Hull badge?
Little emojis. It does look like a Hull badge, yeah. So the thing I've got a question with this is, like, if I was a Hull fan who are going to be battling relegation and are battling relegation, why would I waste my time coming on a Leeds stream just to troll a load of Leeds fans? I'd probably, like, I don't know, like looking for women on Tinder or something like that, or men rather than mocking us free on here. So
Yeah, he's got his sister for that, hasn't he?
especially if your team is shit and have got great chance, like mauled by the Tigers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I consider probably never.
I can't believe you just said that on live stream. I cannot believe you just said that.
Mauled by the Tigers. Anyway, no, enjoy the stream, Callum. Enjoy the game, and thanks for posting our watching numbers. Thanks. So 41 minutes gone. Yeah.
Tight down at that bottom, innit? They just put the bottom 8 down there. Jeez.
Very tight. Yeah. Stoke on here. Well, if they get beat tonight, 1 point above the drop.
I love that. That you're already working out that they wouldn't get that point.
Axel O'Neill fighting that hair there, isn't he? Did you see that little clip of his wet hair? Obviously not something that you two guys struggle from, but I've been there where I'm trying to like pull the two ends over.
Yeah.
Are you criticising people's barnets now?
No, I'm just, you know, maybe he just needs to admit defeat and shave it off like I have.
This is a wig, this. I want it special for the stream.
Tom Pennell says our issue with strikers is highlighted because of lack of goals from midfield. He's absolutely right there, to be honest. Because I think he said,
somebody says it, yeah.
I think Phil Hay said on the show this week that you know, I think 6 is the next one behind Bamford.
Yeah.
Harrison, is it 6?
Pablo could be Harrison. There's 2 of them on 6, and also own goals is on 6 as well.
Yeah.
Own goals.
I love that.
Second scorer.
The Spanish striker, own goals.
Yeah, exactly.
OG, original gangster.
Yeah. I was a bit worried about that Mojica as well, that young lad from Barca.
He's come back, hasn't he? Come back, I think.
I don't know. Does anyone know?
Over there, didn't he? Say we're coming back.
Yeah.
He's not going to feature
out.
Like,
yeah.
He'll have to do 14 pre-seasons first and lose 3 Stoke. Anyway, Stoke have done a decent job of turning this into like a bit of a scrappy affair for the last few minutes.
Yeah.
Costa with a lovely turn there. That's what you want to see from him. Oh, referee! Is he getting a penalty? He's getting a penalty! Come on, then!
I don't believe it.
It was a penalty, to be fair. Costa's played that. A styler is a penalty.
A penalty.
Right, who takes it? Who takes it?
Bamford will do it. Bamford will take it.
It's got to be Bamford, hasn't it? I want him on 20 goals.
Stonewaller. Stonewaller.
That is the Stonewaller.
How can he say no?
Is he really? No, mate. He says no, but then if you watch him after the ref gives it, puts his hands on his head, and look, he knows full well it is. Who takes it? Bamford or Klitsch?
Bamford.
Klitsch? Is Mateus Klitsch taking it? I think he is, you know. Come on, Clicky lad.
Come on, Click.
Come on, Clicky lad.
No pressure.
Come on, Clicky lad. Think about all that graffiti you can do after. Yeah!
Get in.
Yes!
What a time to score as well.
Time to score.
My God.
I tell you what, in the build-up for that, Costa turns his man beautifully.
We're not criticising him, they don't run at people. I tell you something, Klitsch, could you find a more cool penalty taker, by the way?
Exactly. Get in.
That's it.
Yes! That's massive. Connor Deegan's just come on. It says, Stoke deserve to go down playing like this. 1 point above the drop, and they're playing as if they've got something to hang on to. Ridiculous. He's got a point there, to be fair. But that changes the game now because Stoke, they can sit in.
They've got to come at us, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh, Ben's in. He's got live goal reaction from Ben's mum's house.
There's been a red card, Ben.
No, we're doing the full Chris Kamara sketch. What do you think to this, then, Ben?
Yeah, we're totally in control.
Yeah, Stonewall penalty, easy.
Yeah, it's the worst thing I've been watching football since 1996. I've never seen a dafter challenge than that.
He's running into the channel, isn't he?
He's literally, he's run across the box and he's tackled him in the box. He's going nowhere.
What makes it even more bittersweet is that he's an ex-Clec Huddersfield player, isn't he?
Yeah.
So but I'm buzzing off that.
Yeah, we need that goal just to settle us a bit. But I think from that first half, we're totally in control. I don't really think they've bothered us.
As Prime Minister of the Elder Costa Appreciation Society, what do you think of Elder's first half performance?
Yeah, he's doing all right. I just want to see him run at him a bit more. Do we know what Ben White got yellow carded for in the first minute, or is it just?
Oh, it was
Yeah, it was the most ridiculous. It was a deliberate handball, allegedly.
Right. Okay. I'm not giving them in first minute.
No, it's ridiculous. But just going back to Elder Costa, what I've noticed a couple of times is popping up a lot more central.
Yeah.
Which I think Stoke expected us to play wide with overlaps and that, and we haven't massively.
No.
It looks like Bielsa's tactically got this all right so far. I don't want to say spot on because I'll go wrong, but
well, really, we should be 2 up, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Taylor should.
Yeah, I think it's good defending.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, it's easy to criticise when you see it slowed down 50 times on Sky.
Yeah,
but Klitschin.
I want to see better decisions from Harrison.
He's got a chance here then to get it. His man, dog botherer.
He'll do wrong thing again. No, he's done all right there.
Yeah, he's got no honours here. Now we should get at him. Not going to get at him. Should have dropped it off a little bit. Calvin. And Calvin's
that's a lot of rubbish.
We'll carry us through to about half time with 47.5 minutes on the clock. I'm happy so far. I think we've dominated. We've scored the goal that we needed to score. Really, from my point of view, from here, we should go and get a couple more.
Well, yeah, I think you want to be more comfortable and at least get another.
Yeah,
just for that chance. They're a big team. They can cause a problem if they can cut from set pieces, stuff like that.
With Marshall, not half time. With Marshall,
we're going to get a celebratory beer.
After that, Thomas Smith walking up. I don't know how he can. It's the most ridiculous challenge in the world ever.
They must be thinking, "What a dickhead I am."
Yeah, that's probably it, mate. More than all. So half time. Leeds United 1, Stoke City 0. Just waiting for Big Lee Nicholson to drop in live from Ellen Road as our pitch side reporter to give us the feelings inside the ground, which there's nobody there. So, but we might get some Victor Orta update when he's screaming and shouting and carrying on. So yeah. Mike has Don King's hairstyle. Mike's just gone for a drink, I think. So yeah, happy with that.
My nerves have settled now.
Yeah, mine has. Much
when he stood up for that penalty.
Yeah.
Up until who did he
miss?
He scored against Barnsley. Who did he miss against Ellen Road?
I can't remember it. Well,
it was
Derby.
Wasn't that his first missing something like 47 penalties or something?
But he rolled it wide, didn't he?
Yeah, he did keep her and roll it wide, didn't he? Jake says, "Turn your telly down. It's too loud."
Hold on a second.
See, Ben's doing it live on location from his mum's house because he's in his mum's support bubble. So
Yeah.
they're in there before people start having a moan about it. Yeah, so I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
Mappy. Ryan Wilson of LS11 fame is here. Ryan, welcome, pal. What do you think to that?
All right, guys. Can you see and hear me all right? Sorry, I'm not got a proper mic on up today.
Good, mate. You're good.
Coming through.
Yeah, good. Stoke have been awful. They've come and parked the bus, playing just like Luton. You know, just one of them teams that want to come and just sit back and try and get us on the counter. But to be fair, I thought Leeds had played pretty well. We should have scored. Tyler Roberts should have buried that chance he had, but you know, we won 0 at that time, and I was thinking to myself, this first goal is so important. Whoever gets the first goal in this game, it's so important to the game, and I'm so glad we've got it. So yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think as well, if we keep hitting their centre backs. I can't get it.
Ben, can you add big league into the... Hold on, mate. I found it.
No, I can't. I'm not. I have to do it on PC, I think.
Big Lee, live from Ellen. Big Lee, what do you think to that?
Let's put it. I'm pleased that we got the goal. I'm pleased that we got that goal. Very much so. You could see from the start how Stoke have set up. 5 at the back when we're in possession. 5 at the back, 4 across the midfield, 1 up front. Sometimes 3 in midfield and 2 up front. And they're quite happy just to sit deep and invite us on. I was quite surprised how much space we were finding sort of between the lines. You don't really tend to get that when a team's playing as compact as Stoke are, but we found space between our lines, and Elder Costa putting a few doubters wrong and running at them and showing us what it's about.
Yeah, how much do you think that goal, Lee, will change the game second half? Because Stoke can't carry on doing that game plan. They need the points. They're only 1 point off the relegation zone. Do you think they're going to have to come out and at least have a go now?
I think they're going to have to. But I don't think they're going to go at it with reckless abandon. I don't think they're that kind of side, and I don't think Michael O'Neill will let them do that either. And I think you could even see O'Neill were getting a little bit frustrated with how deep his team were sitting. He wanted them to sit a little bit higher. But now they're going to have to go out and they're going to have to attack it, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit more space. And potentially Pablo Hernandez coming on at half time, but you didn't hear that from me. He was warming up sort of fairly vigorously. So yeah, I think Pablo could be introduced. But hey, listen, it's a kind of game that's made for Pablo. Working in tight spaces, picking out that little killer pass. It's a game that's made for him. So if he does get on, I fully expect him to have a big say in how the rest of this game goes. But I don't think Stoke have offered a great deal yet going forward. But they're going to have to push now. And look, we know that we've got it in the locker. The league position says that they're not a side that, the league position is a bit of a false kind of thing for me. I think they're a better side than the position dictates. So yeah, I expect them to come out firing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was just like Lee said there. I thought Elder Costa actually. I'm pleased for him because in a game like this, you need players like him to be quite lively. Just for the movement, just to drag defenders away and things like that. And he won the penalty by going from right to left. It was superb, really. Pleased for him.
Sorry, they just played a few replays of it, and I'm just laughing at how daft that challenge is.
Yeah. Unnecessary.
He's running away from goal as well, and to be honest, I'm sat right underneath the. If you can see just over here, I'm sort of right underneath the gantry, so I can hear the Sky commentators. Literally, I can hear every single word that they're saying.
God!
The Sky guys like, it's a ridiculous challenge. What on earth are making that challenge for? I'm like, yeah, you're right. You've got a point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's mad.
Again, it's a strange old atmosphere again today. But I do have to say to everybody who's bought a Crowdy that's got it in the stands, the Crowdy attendance has gone up again since the last game. We've got to be looking at about 17,000 now. The East stand, well, the East stand lower, the whole thing is full of Crowders. It's something else. It really is.
Yeah.
Leeds would always though, wouldn't they? Always take more.
Of course they do. course I do.
Lee, but just before you disappear, mate, because I know you've got stuff to do. What do you think of Patrick Bamford's performance? Because I think he's been outstanding, to be honest.
Do you know he has? But the thing is, this is what you kind of get from Pat. He works hard, and I think a lot of people overlook that a little bit. He's been playing on the defender of playing on the shoulder of the defender. He's constantly looking to spin in, and it helps obviously when you've got Luke Ayling who's powering up one side, and you've got Jack Harrison who's powering up the other side. They are very compact at the moment, Stoke, and they're leaving so much space out wide. It got to a point where Helder Costa and Luke Ayling were almost interchanging throughout that first half. So there's a lot of space out wide, and I expect Patrick to get on the score sheet today. I think there's goals in it for him today.
Yeah.
Excellent, definitely. Jermaine Beckford, lady that you can't see him in, sat in the Sky Studio with a little rice smile, giving his.
He's sat in the Sky Studio with the biggest shirt collar you've ever seen. That's why he's sitting in studio.
What is that corduroy tie all about as well? If you see him, ask him what that corduroy tie is all about.
Yeah, I will. I'll give him a shout, definitely. So, yeah, I expect there to be more goals in this game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, for 3 points.
Absolutely. Nice one, Lee. Thanks very much again, mate, for joining us live from Ellen Road. Big thanks, pal. And take it easy. And here's the 3 points.
Cheers, Lee.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.
What a guy.
Yeah,
so big lead live from Ellen Road. Go on, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the replay as well of the Bamford stroke Roberts chance, and Bamford did really well then. His movement
really well.
And the chip as well, quite a good finish. I think by the looks of it, the keeper got a slight hand to it, but good.
He's unlucky not to score.
Yeah, really unlucky not to score.
He deserved a goal there, yeah.
Yeah, but then Roberts, I mean, he'll be looking back at that. He'll be absolutely gutted, and fingers crossed, we'll win the game. And because if not, you look back at chances like that and you think shoulda, coulda, woulda. They're the differences sometimes. But overall, I'm happy with Leeds. It's difficult, isn't it, when the team just comes and completely parks the bus. What more can they do? I had maybe some little criticisms of certain movement up front, apart from Bamford. I thought his movement had been brilliant, but I kind of thought maybe earlier on in the half, Costa and Harrison and Roberts need to just be a bit more dynamic with some of the runs, because if you're fairly stationary, you're just going to make it easy for their defence, in my opinion. When they've got 5 at the back and 4 in front of the bank of 5, it's just a big wall to get through. So you've got to be quite clever with your movement, and that was some of my criticisms to start with. But we kind of grew into it as the more that the half went on, in my opinion. And I'm happy with Leeds. I can't really criticise them. Maybe that chance should have been taken by Roberts, but that's about it, really. Other than that, I think it's been good, considering Stoke have been so horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be fair to Roberts, you're right. It breaks to him, and really he should bury it. But he's done everything right. He's kept it down. He's kept it hard. And there's actually 3 defenders who all just spread themselves. And there's actually not that much space to, you kind of... I think they've defended that chance pretty well, to be honest. I think that it was quite brave defending. It's just one of them. It either goes in or it's one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. No mention on Phil's Twitter feed, which is the go-to information source about Pablo coming on, but you could absolutely see Pablo coming on for Tyler Roberts, I think, second half, in terms of...
Would you? I wouldn't take Roberts off.
No, I wouldn't either,
mate. He's causing them problems.
I wouldn't either, but if you take Klitsch off and bring Hernandez on, are we going a little bit reckless abandonment in terms of how much work rate you get out of Klitsch?
I don't know who he brings off.
Hold on a minute. Could he possibly bring Helder Costa off, who's been struggling with an knock and were trapped up before the game? He might put Pablo out wide. Because to be honest, Costa isn't really playing out wide anyway. He's playing at times more through middle. So maybe he brings Helder off, giving him 45 minutes, and then brings Pablo on out wide. Yeah,
it's an option, isn't it? It's an option, definitely. It's like you said, Ben. I probably wouldn't take off Roberts either. He causes problems when he picks up the ball, and I like him. I really like his style. He's a positive player, isn't he? And I like that. And I think we need that. But obviously, it's Pablo, isn't it? Pablo can just create something out of nothing.
Not even funny, though. If Michael O'Neill and Leeds do take Costa off and bring Pablo on, he's look and you think, right, okay, so now they've got a front four of Jack Harrison, who's been an outstanding player this season, Patrick Bamford, who's having a good game, Tyler Roberts, who's causing mayhem in the 10, and then they bring the old stalwart off the bench who can pick a pass through the eye of a needle and Mega Mermaid. You'd be a little bit sort of worried about sending teams flying forward with that, because on the break, then we look absolutely deadly.
Yeah. Did Smith get a card for his challenge?
I didn't see it. I was too busy celebrating.
Because
I
if
don't
he
think he
did, I
did.
think we need to sort of get Harrison on him constantly. Just
He's
keep
got
running at him.
to have got a booking for that, surely, because
It's that double jeopardy thing, isn't it? That
let's have a look.
let's have a look.
Hold on, I'm on it. Hold on. Shows yellow cards on there, doesn't it? Ben White got a booking, and no, he didn't. He didn't get booked for that challenge.
Didn't
believe it
think
or
so.
not.
Didn't
The
it?
ref just pointed straight to the spot. Yeah, he didn't give a
terrible.
card.
A few comments from people watching live. Calvin Stephen wrote, Sky doesn't like Leeds when they're playing. Leeds are falling apart over and over again.
Yeah. That were very annoying.
Oh,
Yeah.
luckily we've got sound on, so we get to Michael Banowski. Stoke having to come out and players will help. Joseph Waitman says, "What was Ben White thinking?" I think Ben White was thinking that he'd been fouled, so he went to just grab the ball, as a lot of players do, and got booked for it.
Which I think he was. It was just sort of nudged off the ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, Daniel
I thought
Robinson
it was a
said,
very weird one for the first few minutes to get a yellow card like that.
yeah, I agree. Daniel Robinson says, Ryan's never got a hair out of place. What's your game, Ryan? I don't trust this guy anymore.
I don't know if you know, but he's a rock star.
Yeah.
I meant to have it cut today, but I've had a really busy day and I had to cancel my hair appointment. This is longest it's been in absolutely ages, and I don't know. I have no set way of doing it. It just falls like this. So I guess I'm lucky.
Oh yeah.
A bit of news.
like that.
To be fair, Ryan, mine falls just like this as well. Falls off like this. Before we get a few more comments, just before Sky cut off there to an advert, because it's what they do, it did look like the fourth official was holding a piece of paper and the board were going up, so a substitution is going to happen. Neil Hodgson says, come on, Leeds, from BC, Canada. Is that British Columbia, Canada? I think it possibly is. Jake says, if Stoke City was a football team, it'd be COVID-19. Bamford has played really well from Ryan Sanders. Yes. And the lads are out for the second half. Ryan needs to give Gary hair tips. He's not a miracle worker, Alex, unfortunately. Yeah. But to be honest, I woke up one day, my fringe were on pillow, and I thought, oh dear. Let's just start shaving it off. So, out for the film look. So, Stoke have brought on James Chester. I think
another centre back.
Yeah. I wonder if they've gone for like three at back.
Right. I'm gonna put the sound back on.
Yeah. Ben, take it easy, pal.
See you later.
Bye.
So Nathan Collins has come off and James Chester's come on. Nathan Collins is a young lad at Stoke. So 1-for-1, Pablo is on the field and he's come on for Tyler Roberts. As I predicted, because I'm a tactical genius. Just call me Gary Bielsa.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I mean that with a hint of jesting before anybody starts getting a paddy on about that they do. So at least to kick off, attacking the Kop end. Crowd is looking on fine form. Fine Fettel. Here we go.
I'm going to show off to carry on watching game. I'll try and jump in after final whistle as well and speak to you.
Nice one, right. Take it easy.
Bye. See you later.
So yeah, Talking Shut watch along where all the superstars come to talk to us. Ryan Wilson of Pigeon Detective fame and Lee Nicholson, Talking Shut roving reporter from Ellen Road.
Yeah.
Daniel Robinson says dying for a second half to be entirely hair related just to leave Gary with a complex. I hate to spoil it for you, Daniel, but if you saw my dad, all my uncles, and everybody else, none of us have got a hair on our head. So, yeah, it is how it is, unfortunately.
What you were going to say your dad were going to beat up his dad then?
His son, slightly off camera, he's got a good head of hair. So he's took his mum's fringe.
This can't be the new normal. It can't be.
But now he says Ryan on now, but couldn't make his own show yesterday. Yeah, I think he was working. unfortunately, which we have to do. None of us are professional podcasters. No, never would we try to be. So yeah, hate to break it to you, but we work as well. We have families and various other things that go with it. So 46 minutes gone. Second half underway. Kev Ward says, you have to make this the permanent thing. This watch along is good crack. Yeah, we're going to try and do as many as we possibly can. Obviously, we missed the Blackburn game because I were working and Rags had other plans and stuff. So yeah, we'll. And they're in again. Elder Costa, a great chance. Yes!
Yes! Oh my god!
Yes!
Eight bollocks at first touch. No.
Oh,
What were you saying, Gary? Bring him off. Bring him off.
No, I wasn't saying bring him off. I was just saying how do we accommodate Pablo Hernandez. What a great time to score.
Fantastic.
perfect time goals.
Oh, this is nailed on now, surely.
Oh, whoa! Whoa, are you not aware of the talking shut curse? Yeah, that's a great.
What have I just said? What have I just said? No, I believe.
What did we talk about Costa at half time? That he's spending a lot more time central. Look at him there. He's playing essentially the second striker there.
Did you think he'd messed it up when he took that first touch?
Yes.
Me,
yes.
I did. I was like, what are you doing? I think he just wanted it.
Terrible defensively is the reason he still managed to score.
He touches it to put it on his right foot and then still finishes with the outside of his left.
It just killed James Chester as well, who's just come on.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, and he earns his 15, 16 million pound move.
Yeah, and breathe.
Breathe.
And I'm with 17-1. Just got a text off Big Lee Nicholson. Absolutely buzzing for Costa. Yeah, so am I. He had a good first half.
Yeah.
The thing is that obviously he's had a bit of stick for certain things this season, but generally, when he gets a chance, he don't miss it. You know, goal Birmingham.
The thing is as well.
Well, we say that and then Luton happens, but
the players don't make their own price tags, do they? You know what I mean? Like, you got to remember that sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
so obviously the comment absolutely ignited. Ronaldo09 says if Chester 3 more. Martin Adams says get the in. Leeds are going up from Ben Parker.
Yes, Ben. Is that the Ben Parker?
Trucker Ben Parker, not
right.
Cross Parker. We have different Ben Parkers on this show. So Stuart Dallas gets booked for that, but Tommy Smith doesn't get booked for the penalty.
That's more of a yellow card than Tommy Smith. Come on.
It is, but it's a similar challenge. Granted, Dallas knows what he's doing. He's taking him out before he gets the run on him.
I think the ref's just kind of been felt a bit sorry for Tommy Smith because he's like, you've made an absolutely terrible decision. You've waited for the one bit of his run that's actually on the very corner of the penalty area. That's where you made your challenge. You're a second late, and you've.
I'd say just looking at the zip on our passes and them little interplays. Now we're playing with a little bit of our tails in the air, as the saying goes.
Wide.
Danny Barth knocked it up. Klitsch! Get in! Oh, Bamford! From 4 yards out.
Oh, Bamford.
Everything right there. He just hit bar. Get at him, Costa. Get at him one-on-one. Calvin. Oh! Yeah, we've got his tails up here. Could be 4 here. Could be 4. Reggie, what did you go for on predictor?
2-0, I think.
2-1. Yeah, can I change it, Rags? You're here. None of the other lads here. They don't have to know. This is not live, though. They can't look back. I'll change it to 5-0. Had a beer there watching on from the cop at South Stand, sorry. And Calvin's mum. Let me see Calvin's mum. It crowded.
No, I didn't say it.
Bless her. Calvin's mum, it crowded. Class. Love that. Love that. So an exclusive. Calvin's mum's crowd is in the south stand.
North stand.
North stand. I get confused when I'm watching it on Sky. So she's in Cop, Calvin's mum. I forget that it's actually.
I like how we still attack the Cop in the second half, even when there's nobody in there.
Do you know something? If and I keep saying
that when another team turns us round.
If we do get promoted, I'd love to see us keep that number 6 Hunter there. I know we're going to need alt seats we can get, but just
there's got to be another way, guys. It's taking up a couple of hundred seats.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The thought of it, not the
So if we had something up permanent, but nothing that.
There's always chance of a statue, isn't there? But Ellen
again here
littered with statues.
Back to Bamford, who then goes what? Oh, good save. Summit Bamford looks really threatening, doesn't he?
He's well up for it, isn't he?
Positive and threatening every time. I'm buzzing, lads. I'm absolutely buzzing.
Hell
This
yeah.
is brilliant.
Great. Brilliant. We're playing at the minute like everyone thinks Brentford play like. Like when everyone goes, well, Brentford will win every game. Yeah, well, Brentford will probably be watching this going, well, Leeds will win every game.
I'd be interested actually to look if there's any Brentford. I don't know any Brentford fans, but it'd be interesting to see what they've got to say because they'll be watching this. Because they'll be wanting us to slip up.
Oh, of course.
Oh. Yeah, on that subject, my brother's ex was a Brentford fan.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a tough relationship.
Do you know something? Brentford, though, they strike me as one of them teams, and again, I'm tempting fate, but say us and West Brom go up and Brentford don't, strike me as one of them teams that will blow it in playoffs. Once their opportunity at first and second's blown, I think that they might fluff it in playoffs.
All depends on momentum, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it depends on what they do in the next 4, isn't it? I mean, if they fall away, if the form carries on,
Jack Harrison.
If they do still carry on winning, but just us and West Brom do it at the same time.
I'll tell you something. Sorry, Rags, to break you off there, but did you just see Tyrese Campbell's reaction then when he lost the ball? He lost the ball, won it back, and then Pablo nicked it off him. And his first reaction was just to puff his cheeks, dip his head, and then kind of change. They've shit it now. Their asses fell out.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
That's all they've done all game. He's off for a refill. He's off to the home bar for a refill. Kev Ward is in a terrible position. He says, my wife is an hardcore Chelsea supporter. Think of what it's going to be like next season in my house. Did you know she was a Chelsea supporter when you married her, Kev? That's one of the big questions, I feel. So Rags has just nipped for a drink. Mike, how are you finding your debut on the watch along? Good clearance from.
You know what? It's really good actually. I'm just going to give you like a typical football player post match. It's tough at first, but I settled into it, and it's really good to get out there with the lads. And
I'm hoping that I can continue in this good form.
No, you like I say, you're all top lads, so it's my pleasure. Like I say,
but the thing is, like for us, like the watch along, it isn't really about how many people watch it. It's just about the fact that we can't watch the game as we normally would together. So, like, if I'm at Ellen Road, I'll meet up with Rags beforehand, generally. Have a beer, don't we, Rags and shit. And obviously, Ben has his own little match day routine, and so does young Ben, and I think so does Paddy as well. He goes to game now, who's obviously on loan. So for this, it weren't particularly about how many people watch it or advertising out. It was more about just watching it along with a load of other people who might listen to the show and whatever else.
I've watched Leeds alongside you more on watch along than I usually do because I think we've only ever actually watched one game together, which was actually when we've sat together at Ellen Road, which was the Stoke Cup game beginning of the season.
Yeah, and we watched Swansea last season in the Peacock straight after the podcast.
I went there. I was on holiday.
Wait. So we finished Talking Shut last season, Swansea away, and went in and we watched it. There were me, young Ben, old Ben, and we watched it with Matt Bowman of the Pigeon Detectives and Mickey P. Kerr, Leeds comedian. So that were Leeds with a free kick then. So Calvin delivers. It's a bit deep. It's a lot deep. I think Leeds have got a corner. Leeds have won a corner. Jimmy9013 says, Gary said the thing. I don't know what that means, but okay.
You didn't say the P word, did you? Did you say the P word?
Gary said the thing. No, I never said the thing. I can't talk about the thing yet.
Right.
I can't talk about P yet. 4 to go after this. And Calvin Stephen Rowe says, love listening to your podcast, but this is more funny. Yeah, because this is like just a bit ad hoc.
It's like being in a spoons.
Yeah.
Pablo's just found some beautiful steak.
Yes! Super duper.
Liam Cooper.
3-0. We're romping it here. I tell you something. This is class.
The way he finished that, I thought it was Bamford at first. He's pinged that in off the inside of the post, hasn't he?
To be honest, Rags, I think Cooper's equally as surprised with how that's gone. But what a run from Pablo there, by the way, to absolutely kill him. That's a great finish.
Great finish.
Super duper Liam Cooper.
Oh, lovely.
It's a great finish. Lads, could this be 4s and 5s? It should be the way that it's going.
It should be the way we're playing. Jeez, yeah.
Peter White says we're well behind. I'm on 57.30. He must be a bit in front.
Oh, yes.
No, I think it's because we've had this before. There's a delay through the broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's us that's delayed, not the game, innit?
Yeah. So if you try to watch this us back on Facebook now, it would be a couple of maybe 30 seconds behind us.
Is that
my son's just
gone for Cooper?
My son's just gone big. He said it's going to finish 6-0 Leeds.
Oh.
Have you ever been to a 6-0 Leeds game, Rags?
Let me think. What was Burton that year where we just bought the Sogger?
5, right?
Is that 5?
Michael, have you been to a
shirt actually? And everyone took the piss. Thinking, why have you wore your Burton shirt against Burton?
Never a 6-0.
I think I have Besiktas Champions League.
How did he get
that? I think there was the Leicester in 2002. I think that was 6 or 7, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Robbie Keane scored a hatful.
We went to Burton game or 5. My son's just off camera asking if we'd been to a 6, but we went to Burton. It was 5. In fact, when Lasogga scored against Burton, we were sat outside of Lasogga's brother, high up in the east stand.
Where?
He was very animated.
Yeah. We looked the business that day against Burton.
So he's ran the show from what I remember.
Yeah, he did.
I think that was the.
To be fair, that was a game that could have been easily a 6. That could have been 10-0. That.
Yeah.
Because last half hour we completely took the foot off the gas.
Is he still the last person to score a hat trick for us? I'm trying to think now.
Leeds are in again here. Stuart Dallas. Chance here, clinching the box door. Clicky lad. Chance to make it 4. Yeah, I think it will be the last one to get a hat trick. No, so did Saiz's hat trick against Newport come before or after that game?
Was that?
Newport in Cup. I went to that one as well. In fact, they were a week apart. They were a week apart because me and my son went to the Burton game. Sorry, the Burton game and the Carabao Cup game where we did them. So I don't know what came first, but I reckon Lasogga is probably the last hat trick scorer for.
Either, Saiz or Lasogga, but I mean, I'd love for Paddy to get one. Like,
say something.
He's been close.
Yeah, Paddy deserves one.
Yeah, he's had 2, hasn't he? He's only ever senior hat trick against Leeds for Middlesbrough.
Leeds, yeah.
I had a point to make then, but it's completely fell out of my head. Can't remember.
Something about
Pablo's absolutely running this game at me.
Pablo, yeah.
You know what? What I want is him to get to 20 goals, which is on 50.
Yeah.
And I just want because I mean,
it'll shut a lot.
I've stuck up for him all season anyway.
Yeah, same here.
But it would just go to show. Obviously, I think if he definitely gets another 5, I think that's the goals that are going to score, put us up anyway.
Yeah,
and it will have been like he's worked his cock off all season, and he's got to 20 goals.
Yeah,
Stoke Stoke have made a change now. They brought Lee Gregory on for Sam Vokes and Maren Biram Diouf hold on. I'm not sure they brought him on for at the moment.
Lee
Tyrese
Gregory
Campbell.
and
Tyrese Campbell, I think. Lee Gregory of Halifax Town.
yeah. No, I'm just saying. I think Bamford had 2 or 3 that should have been. He kind of had a good claim for him, but they got ruled out for own goal and that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one
He's
game-
a few robbed off him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Jackie Raggett, your mum's on. Your mum is in the house. She's put, tell Raggett the cinema room is rocking.
Yeah. to be fair, they do have a cinema room.
Class. How good's that? A cinema room. Brilliant. Kev Ward says, see, there is proof for all to see. When teams come out to play, we smash them. All sides have one tactic. That's 12 men behind the ball, and it is on the break if we can make a mistake. Yeah, that's definitely how Stoke tried to sit this game out in it.
Everything that's in my head now is just the Arsenal game as well. Just how we played in that game. You know, if that's anything to show what we're going to do, we should be able to consolidate fairly easily next season. But I'm not saying out. I'm not saying out.
The thing is, mate, for me, like if we get to Premier League, and I have to keep saying if Ayling flop 62 minutes, the flop is there. So for those who had 62 minutes on the flop card, Ayling has
I went 11 minutes, mate.
First flop on 62 minutes. It's a long time for Ayling, to be fair. He's normally knocked a couple of flops out by now. So, yeah, I mean, next season, the thing is, like, it's not just, it's like everything that'll come with it. You know, like, it'll bring eyes from all over the world suddenly back to Ellen Road. Like press passes next year will be absolutely, you know, consistent and it's all that. And then I think we had Tom Clace on last week, ex-Leeds trainee with Aaron Lennon and people like that, and he said there'll be players ringing up saying, "I want to go to Leeds," because of the club that we are.
Well, especially when it moves to that old school, the academy's moving in it to inner city, but
to the Matthew Murray site. Harry Power is he's on base screaming the walls down. I'm guessing he's a serviceman, so fair play.
That's my brother.
Is it your brother? Top man. What's your brother in, Mike? What does he do in the forces?
He's a Navy officer.
Lad. Something to do with helicopters or planes?
Oh yeah, helicopters.
Helicopters. Lucky guy. See, I was never clever enough to do that. We just fill sandbags up.
No, it's good for him.
Good stuff from John Mattison. I'm safe. His wife's not going to come and get me because he gambled the house. We talked about before the game, so that's safe for the time being. However, there is obviously a bit of time yet, but I'd be devastated if we flipped it up from here.
Talking about gambling, did you follow my advice on Tuesday, Gary, and put any money on Brentford when they were 72 1-0 down with half an hour to go?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I only put a tenner on, but I did not want to win that 35 quid. I did not want to win it. It was one of them. I was just like, this is inevitable. It will happen. So I may as well make some money out of it.
And we're not advertising gambling companies because they don't want us to do it. But, just before Bet365, obviously sponsors of Stoke, said 3-0 Leeds were 9-1.
Really? Can you remember? And I can't remember. It was. It was the beginning of last season. You know when Stoke were Bucky's favourite before a ball was kicked because they just come down. Gary, there was There was like that big kind of press conference sort of thing. And there was all representative of every club, and we had Calvin there. Calvin was just smiling away like he does and just saying, "Yeah, we fancy our chances in that." And then Gary Rowett, who was the boss at the time, turned around and went, "Oh, have you not seen the bookies odds?"
Little known fact to a lot of Leeds fans, and the 35 people who are tuning in here are going to be in for an exclusive. Now, obviously, I only dropped the odd exclusive. Gary Rowett applied for the Leeds job while he was Derby manager.
Did he?
True fact. Leeds didn't even give him an interview. True.
So what was that?
We'd have had.
It was 2 years ago, about now. So
We'd have already been after Bielsa at that point.
Oh,
wouldn't we?
when Heckingbottom was doing
Christiansen between, maybe, I don't know.
well, there's
Calvin
Christensen and then Heckingbottom, then
I think it was between Christiansen and Eckingbottom.
Yeah.
But anyway, Calvin Stephen wrote, how many more points do you think we will take in the remaining games? Based on this performance, full points.
Yeah, 15.
Shouldn't be scared of anybody
It's
now.
gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be 15. Like,
yeah, you've got to. What I like about it is they just don't seem to get ahead of themselves, and they do seem relaxed. They seem even more relaxed than they did against Luton.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
only a week and 2 days. It's only 9 days ago.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I think they should get.
I think they'll just stroll out and just do what it takes to win a game.
Yeah.
Just-
I mean,
think-
if anything,
confident.
if they get desperate, they should get, ex-players in who've done it. The promotion winning team under Wilco, get some of them lads in to give them a talk, or
Well,
just get the
again-
psychological barriers out of the way.
Again, another exclusive. We know of a former player who's now a coach who offered to work for Leeds for naught, and Leeds turned him down.
Mm.
Oh, Jack Harrison. What's Butland doing there? He didn't move that much.
Wasn't there a thing about Smudge going for a striker coach or something like that?
Well, I've spoke
that-
to representatives of that person recently, and no, I don't think that is the case at all, to be honest. I'm just going to have a quick look on a certain betting company to see what bet
the
is
odds
for
are.
Pereira to score.
Yeah.
He's not even on the pitch. It must be wide.
I
It
still
just
want
strikes
Shackleton to get
Yeah, I'd like him to get
his
his goal,
first
to be
goal.
fair.
So he lives in my village, does Shaq.
Yeah, me Shaq.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
The best thing, so a bit of inside scoop, when we
Turned on
interviewed
our
Jamie
Christmas lights.
when we interviewed Jamie
Yeah.
Shackleton for fucking shot,
Mm.
his mum messaged us in the day and said, can you just let us know when he gets there? Can you just give us 3 rings
Oh,
when he
bless
gets
him,
there?
man, yeah.
Class. Absolutely brilliant. What a great kid, by the way. Really
Yeah.
good lad.
Yeah, he's
Right. So again, another drinks break, which is Baba. But let's have a look.
Have you seen that the governing body have said that it'll be down to the individual leagues, but they're going to roll out the up to 5 subs for next season as well?
Yeah, I haven't got a problem with that, but let's not roll out the water breaks because
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah, I
100%.
was worried you were going to say water breaks. I was like,
The water breaks for me are terrible.
well, when they first started, it was like, oh, okay, manager's giving a little bit of a team talk, like fair enough. But then, obviously, they were being a bit subtle about it, and then obviously Frank gets his whiteboard out, and it's like, come on now, like this is getting a bit daft.
The first half of the Cardiff game, which was the first game back, we didn't even go.
Yeah,
on the
I
walk
remember
there,
that.
We
Yeah.
didn't even go for a drink. We just
That's right.
Um,
stood in our positions.
No, Laris has just chucked this up, and I've just seen this as well. Costa 10-1 to get the next goal. 10-1. Printing money. Printing money. Anyway, don't gamble, kid. When the fun stops, stop.
Yeah. Drink responsibly and all that good stuff. I'm here with Strongbow shirt on. Like.
Yeah, and I'm drinking a certain budget food place's own brand of Kronenberg.
Yeah.
Fair enough, lad.
Brazil, 1897.
Ah,
Aldi want to sponsor us. Give us a shout.
Where I got that branding from?
Aldi, it's great stuff. Yeah, I wonder what French lager it's a rip-off from.
Yeah. I wonder.
To be honest, it's just a kick in Eric Cantona's tits, isn't it? That's all. That's all I've gone for.
yeah.
So 70 minutes gone, Leeds United 3, Stoke 0, and the game's disappeared in the last 10 minutes, got a bit scratty. Leeds still trying to play the right way. Oh, Klitsch. That's disgusting. Stop it.
Do we think Harrison will become the next Gareth Bale if he keeps his hair?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, that'd be
So say things stay the same here, right? Because everyone's talking about Brentford, right? So if you're a Brentford fan watching this, you've got to think that minimum we're going to lose 2 of the next 4 minimum.
Yeah.
Because that would, and they'd also have to win all 4.
I think we can all admit this was one of the toughest, wasn't it? I think behind Derby.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't like this idea of going to Swansea. We owe them though. We do.
Yeah, these 2 games, Stoke and Swansea, were the ones that are like, But Derby, I mean, I watched them yesterday against West Brom and they were god awful. Costa's in behind here. That's a great pass, by the way. Costa, get out your man. Bamford steps over it. Hernandez! Yes! Yes! That's a great team goal, by the way. That is absolutely
fantastic. Well played, Bamford as well. Look, just struggling his shoulders like, what can you do with that?
What do you do about that?
What can you do?
Even Luke Aylin's just laughing about that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something as well. As a Brentford fan now, you'd be watching this game going, yeah, fair enough. Like, we'll take playoffs. Or we'll beat West Brom.
Down West Brom.
Well, the biggest thing in their favour is great ball from Luke Aylin.
That is an absolutely outstanding Luke Aylin ball, by the way. Costa, I tell you something, Costa
playing with his head up though.
As well.
On a match for me, Costa. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
You can tell he's permanent now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the reversal of the usual Leeds loan to permanent.
Yeah.
Curse, though, isn't it?
Like when we had Andy O'Brien. Can you remember that one?
They all did.
What about Lloyd Sam? What did Lloyd Sam? Who was the centre half who we got? Who were from Charlton? Were brilliant until we signed him permanent.
Sam Sodji.
Sam Sodji. I played against his brother.
Which one? There were loads of them.
Effie. I played against Effie just before he got done for match fixing.
I was going to say a lot of them went to prison, didn't they?
It's so good to see team goals. Like, yeah, just incredible. Who would be Jack Butland there?
We ruined Jack Butland.
Yeah, funnily enough, we were saying this earlier. Yeah,
I was in the south stand when
they played another keeper, didn't they?
Past him.
I'll be back in 1 second, lads. I just need to put my daughter's pizza on. Real world problems.
Yeah, I was at the cup game against Stoke this season, and the abuse he was getting. Oh my god, terrible! Right in south stand as well. But
when he had that loan here, when he was obviously a young defender, and I think it certainly was when Bolton put 5 past us. He was in goal for that.
Yeah.
I think he was in there a couple of weeks earlier when Sheff Wednesday put 6 past him.
Oh God!
I mean, for a young keeper to be playing in front of such a terrible back line, it must have been just awful.
Well, this is the thing. Like we getting young keepers in. I don't think we'll ever get a better time. Like the opposition we're facing are not particularly great at getting shots off, and for a 20-year-old keeper, this is perfect.
Paddy Douglas comes on now, legend.
Just the solidity of that back unit that we have, and like you say, even the amount of goals that we've conceded, they're all
very few and far between.
One chance that they have, so you don't actually have to face that many chances.
Yeah.
So you're right.
I mean, he's great at collect. Like the biggest thing for me with Melier over Casilla is when he collects the ball, he actually towers up and just collects it. He doesn't flap at it,
He's got
or palm it away.
I'll tell you something. I'd like us to get 5 or 6 here, just to really so it'll give the lads a massive boost as well.
Yeah. It's that Brentford goal.
So you're just saying
a little bit, but.
It does, but you're at that stage of the season where actually you can't do anything about it because if you think about it, if it went down to goal difference, they would have had to win and us to lose. So that goal difference is always going to be in their favour unless you put like 20 past someone.
Kenny Robinson says goal difference is West Brom now.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the only way that you can do the goal difference is against West Brom.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I went to put my daughter's pizza on. Had a bit of a cheese explosion in the kitchen, which is not needed right now. So I've now got the kids picking the cheese up, which is not great.
That's not bad.
Leeds are in again. Offside.
But yeah, it'd be nice if we could play the derby that played West Brom. And
yeah, they were awful, weren't they? The thing is, they did some good stuff early doors, but then just couldn't pass it.
Yeah.
I tell you what I'd like to see now. Costa's been absolutely magnificent, but I'd like to see Juan Poveda be given 15 minutes here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get a game stretched a little bit. He's positive. Just Costa's had a bang on knee, so just give him a bit of a rest. Stoke in here, though. James McLean and his Alice band. The kid they've just bought on, Larison, I think he's called. Sorensen, whatever. A lot of names for funny. Barry Douglas, superb. That's class. I
think he must know he's playing for a contract extension now. He must.
I think it's going to come anyway.
He's stepped it up, and he's just.
The thing is, mate, like
he was never diabolical. He's just,
The thing is, like, we have to forget. We can't forget that the injury he got against Millwall. He tore the ligaments off his knee. That's a massive injury. Takes a bit of coming back from. So Costa in down right hand side, 77 minutes, and Leeds get a corner.
Yeah, I mean, we all forget the psychological effect of injury as well.
Absolutely. I know that more than anybody recently when I had my little spell in hospital, which weren't pleasant. So Leeds are bringing Alioski and Jamie Shack on. It looks like it's going to be Matthias Klick, who's had a good game. Unsung a little bit. Matthias Klick comes on for Jamie Shack.
Is that right? 3 assists and a goal for Costa.
So I just bobbed up on there. If you count the penalty, 3 assists and a goal, and he brings off Jack Harrison for Shani Ali Os.
I think that's more than he's had all season. Like, if you take the rest of the season, so it's not far off. That's incredible. But it's a shame he had to limit the comments, didn't he, on his post?
It's poor.
It's really poor form.
The thing is, though, mate, it's a little bit like, we've had to deal with a fair bit of shit on social media, but the thing is as well, you've got to think of the people who are posting it. A lot of the time, it's like people who, I don't know, have got something missing in their life, in the words of Bielsa, so they have to find something else by abusing people on social media. And like, if any of these people dropped an Elder Costa or any of us in the street, they wouldn't say boo.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
I mean, it's the excitement of society, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I remember last season. I mean, my viewpoint now with teams coming down. I've got a mate at uni who's from Norwich, Sports Norwich, and he's like, "Yeah, we're absolutely fine coming down. We're not good enough." And that's university life. It's mental. But the amount of stick I got on my blog from Villa fans when they went up last season, shocking. So they deserve everything they get. They talk about us being self-entitled,
and the manager's a complete crosspotter.
The manager as well. But the amount of stick.
Remaining Swansea, Derby, Charlton.
Going.
I'm not being funny.
When we go up, we won't be trolling. Like you say, if we go up, we won't be trolling Barnsley fans, and we'll just be going and enjoying it, and
Yeah, that's what always surprised me about Huddersfield fans when they went up, Click Huddersfacts.
Yeah.
They went out of the way to troll Leeds fans, and I was like, I wouldn't even care about Leeds fans. When we were in the Premier League, I didn't give 2 shits about Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, all that. I didn't care because we're in the Premier League, got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
But it just shows how bitter and twisted and little tin pot clubs they are. So,
well, did you retweet earlier the clip? Obviously, we had this game in hand this morning, but we'd gone down to second, and some Huddersfield fan had put it up, and they'd put plummeting next to it. I don't know if you've seen it. I think I retweeted it because it was just for comedy value. Down to second by 1 point with a game in hand, plummeting. Hilarious. Yeah,
clutching at straws.
Yeah, but they should be singing our praises. This helps them, so helps them massively. This.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
very
Stoke
happy.
make another change. They're bringing off Sam Clucas and bringing on. I didn't quite catch it. Jordan Thompson. Don't know who he is.
No.
Somebody.
They're getting to that point now, Stoke, aren't they, where a few of the big signings are having to move on and can't quite meet, you know.
The thing is with
championship
Stoke,
spec.
they came down with a load of players on big earnings who didn't want to shift them.
Big time.
And it appears that they've got a bit of a culture issue at Stoke.
That'll happen, yeah.
But then they went out and signed Lee Gregory and Nick Powell on mega money. And they had didn't they have Ryan Woods as well at a point? He's not playing today,
at one time he was good for him. Good for him.
Is he injured or where is he gone back to Millwall? Where's he gone back? I'm trying to think. Millwall, loan at Millwall, weren't he? On loan at Millwall from Leeds.
No idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A chance here. Costa again, very, very central. And he's fouled. Advantage.
Ailey's like, I want that. I want
it, yeah. I didn't want the play on.
Because I think it'll be for Stoke now. It'll be wage cut or sell them on, and I don't think there's a lot of.
Can you imagine if they went down? Imagine if they went down.
Looking at this, yeah. I mean, it's shocking. There's just no. You got to get at championship level. You got to get players in who want to play for the team and want to play for the shirt. I know it's a cliche, but you can't just ride the coattails. You've got to dig in, haven't you? You can't just.
Oh, mate, absolutely bang on.
Yeah, and we've got that. We're very lucky. We've got that with Cooper and Philip. We've got local lads, and
isn't it funny how Liam Cooper's like 3.5 years into his time at Leeds, or 4 years? It's only really just come out that he's a Leeds fan.
Yeah. Well,
bringing Error on for Ben White. Is it Ben White? No, Liam Cooper. And just give him a rest, I think. I love that. I love how together the lads are.
Innovation from the.
I mean, the similarities. Obviously, I do it for my research, but the similarities between now and Revy and Wilco, it goes beyond what's on the pitch. It's incredible. You know, that sort of family atmosphere and all that. It's great to see. You know, it just, yeah.
Tell you one of the biggest things I want to see when we get promoted. I just want to see.
He said when.
I just want to see Bielsa embracing lads.
Yeah,
I know that's really pathetic, but I am absolutely. The alien flop comes back on 83 minutes by Calvin Phillips, but
go on, Brady.
I just want to see. I've been listening to the madness.
I want to see him hoisting him up. Pouring champagne on him, like you know that clip of him at Newell's. And he's holding trophy and that. Oh my god!
And he's shouting Leeds Caraco. That'd be
yeah. Let's stop right there.
Victor Ortiz still looks a bit nervous at 4-0.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about trolls and that. I had a comment, something about imagine looking forward to winning the second division. What small team mentality? And I'm just like, it's silverware. You know what I mean? It's fleeting, and I just couldn't get my head around it. I never reply to him, but yeah, you just what can you say to that? Like,
yeah, it's the internet. It gives people a voice that normally wouldn't have a voice. That's all it is.
Yeah, I was naive when I started my blog, but
how long have I been doing talking shit? I've been podcasting for 3 years, all in all, and the internet and social media is one of the hardest things I've had to overcome because I'm a straight up kind of guy, and if I think something, I'll say something. I don't like this sneaking, digging and stuff. It's just not me. But yeah, do you know what? It is what it is. It's a necessary evil.
That kind of attitude catches up with you as well, and so you just got to do what you do best. And
Berra steady. Oh god! I had Berra, Accrington, Stanley,
2 foot into his chest.
We're gonna go full Mad Monk and just kill him.
Mean machine.
I was there that day.
Right.
I were in the East Stand, just above where he did that.
I was in the East Stand that day.
Yeah. It was one of them. I couldn't believe what I'd just seen.
I desperately want Paddy Bamford to score because I think he deserves one.
He should have taken penalty, but it is what it is.
No. And he's got to
get 20.
Check on pizza. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, I'm happy now. Very happy.
Nice and relaxed. So everything's going to be okay.
Even at 4-0, I'm leaning forward. But you can't help it. It's just,
It's in you, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh. This is great. I mean, you look at some of the aggregate scores as well, and it's like, what's this? 7-0 over Stoke in league.
Yeah.
It's pure demolition. It's filth.
Yeah.
Back again.
We've been robbed of it for so long.
Tom Pennell. Did we ever find out who the player was that DM'd Phil Hay? I'd probably guess it's Pontus Janssen.
Yeah. That was my
bit
first
strange.
one.
Strange to DM Phil Hay when he probably got loads of players' numbers.
Yeah.
Well, they said it on the square ball, but they bleeped it out. And the reaction was like they were surprised at who it was. So
maybe Saiz, I don't know. I mean,
they said it was someone within the promotion race, though, weren't it? So I was trying to think of anybody who's going like.
Who's
Bartley?
Bartley?
You think he'd go to Luke Ayling because they're big mates, aren't you?
Yeah, this is the thing. This is like what you're saying. Surely they just go straight to players.
Unless they don't feel like they can go, I'm not sure. Obviously, we never know really what goes on, do we?
Yeah.
Well done, Meslier. That's great.
No mind games, please. It's just do the job.
Yeah, leave them to it. We're 4-0
Yeah.
up against Stoke. 4 games left.
Yeah. He came out again, didn't he, Tom Frank, and said something after just beating Charlton after diving for a pen.
He's like...
he loves it, doesn't he? He loves it.
Kryptonite to me being Superman. Not saying I'm Superman,
Yeah.
he just drives me mad. He's just a cretin. Absolute cretin of a man. Like he's crap in mind games. Nutting Alioski from behind in dugout and getting away with all that stuff. Just drives me mad.
Yeah. And you look at it, it's like we've got 4 points from West Brom, 4 points from Brentford. Unluckily 3 from Fulham. Why would we even bother?
Against the lesser teams that is absolutely.
Alioski's in behind here.
This is it. The kryptonite is just, the 5-3-2 or whatever it is. Like Luton played it.
Yeah.
Weren't there some statistic today that if we don't get beat by Swansea, they're the first team not to do the double, or we're the first team to do the double over them?
Come again.
There was some statistic today that if we beat Swansea, we're the first team to do the double over them this year.
Swansea beat us, though.
Swansea beat us.
Stoke.
Yeah.
Miles ahead here.
I don't know. Check that.
There was some.
Yeah.
Some statistic that if we beat Stoke today, we're the first team to do the double over them. I'm sure it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines. It's getting a bit nasty. It's getting a bit nasty. Is he could play him for that?
Can we get out of this with no injuries, please?
Yeah.
I'll just check that. I'm sure it was something along them lines.
Yeah.
I mean, they were down at the bottom there.
I've got an update. Cam, who came on earlier, is a Bristol City fan. That explains everything.
Right.
Bristol
everything.
City.
And to be fair, I don't really have a problem with the Bristol City fans. Just
I don't know any.
Absolutely pitiful owner and a disgraceful former manager.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Who sold Luke Ayling for how much was it? 300 grand or something?
Yes,
absolute steal.
Where's that statistic on? That's bugging me.
Yeah, I can't imagine us being the first to do the double over these.
Yeah, I saw it on social media. Really,
I'll be more amazed for Stoke than us, if that's true.
What we're doing?
I thought someone would have done the double over them.
Yeah.
Oh, Berry just got schooled.
I mean, the on that subject, the main thing for me sums up the championship was Barnsley doing the double over Fulham.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
No,
first game.
That absolutely flabbergasted me, but yeah, championship.
That's the thing, isn't it? Championship.
David Thornton says, "What was the DM about?" It was just asking how the players were getting on, I think, or something like that.
It's just
Wasn't it
something
following
really weird.
Luton? Was it following the Luton game?
Yeah, following the Luton game, have
Yeah.
the players reacted or something to the game?
I mean, it sounds like some snide inquiry, doesn't it? That something trying to relay something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just watched the game. You could tell they were all a bit deflated, but.
So, just a quick one. Has Melier done anything apart from punch it out once under a bit of pressure?
Didn't he come out in the first half and
He came out and collected. He
came
came
out for a throw in?
Yeah. And then he's
came
come
to
out
the
this
feet.
half and smothered one, hasn't he?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
other than
yeah.
that.
Well, that's
Right.
great.
I think
Look at the scoreline. That's great.
The XG at half time, they had 0.09. And I can't think of anything that would have even improved that this half. I don't think have they had a shot this half?
Off target, but
so
do them all day.
Yeah.
For me, keeper could be doing backflips in the south stand. You know, if they're not scoring, they're not scoring.
Oh, go on, Pat.
Get in! Oh my God!
Buzzing for him!
Can you believe it?
For him. That's
Get
a great
in, Paddy.
finish. That's a fantastic finish.
Somebody pinch me.
Get in!
5-0.
Paddy Bamford!
He deserves that. The lad deserves it. He's onside. He's miles onside.
Fantastic.
Fantastic finish. That's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. He's worked his. And look at that. That's a 93rd minute. We're 4-0 up, and he's still busting
He's
a gut.
still,
to get Fair play to the lad.
Look, play that alongside the goal he scored against Stoke earlier in season. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same goal. A nice half volley into the far post. Fantastic. But that again, he's not thinking there. He's just
doing
it.
He's just gone over the top. He's got onto the end of it.
Yeah. What a ball as well.
Oh, yeah.
Off the shoulder. Love that.
We move on.
What a
6 points.
Fantastic
Clear a third.
strike.
4 to go.
The angle there, that's a tough angle. That's one of the best he's scored all season. That's
So, lads, 5-0. 5-0 against Stoke.
5-0.
Yeah.
I got a text at about 70 minutes off young Ben, saying that Dickin we've been talking about for 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Yeah.
Just happened.
Just happened. It's true.
Old Ben's here. What do you think to that, old Ben?
Hey.
I
Wow.
mean,
amazing.
What a 3 months rest for Pablo has done for him. He does not I was a bit critical of him before, but he has not put a foot wrong since, and he's been unbelievable.
Absolutely ran the game when he came on then.
Yeah.
We'll be back shortly.
Even that first goal, that Costa goal, the first goal of the second half. Wow. Stoke was still in changing rooms.
Yeah.
Absolutely buzzing for Paddy Bamford as well to get that fifth, by the way, because I think it's brilliant today.
Yeah. Cooper as well. What a finish that was.
Well, that was so good. I didn't think it was Cooper. Just because he's tall and he's got the same sort of hair. I thought it was Bamford who pinged that in.
What we're seeing now, just on Sky, for those who are still watching and tuning in, is Liam Cooper stood just off, greeting every single player off. Big hugs, big handshakes. That I can't, going into Swansea on Sunday.
Barry Douglas is doing a bit of a rap, it looks like.
So good. What a result. What a result.
Yeah.
I'm desperately trying to keep my emotions in check here.
Look, it changes nothing. It's job done. It would have been the same as a scrappy 1-0, really, apart from the goal difference against West Brom. But it's a statement, isn't it? And it's one of them. It's where the result has actually matched the performance for once.
Yeah.
And you've got to think that's got to break some hearts of the chasing pack. That.
Look at that table. Leeds top 81 points. West Brom second 80 points. Brentford 75. So the 6 points is re-established. 5 points if you like goal difference. However, that's done our goal difference the world of good. So yeah, absolutely buzzing with that. Obviously, we'll have some review from Ryan Wilson and hopefully Big Lee Nicholson live from Ellen Road as well at some point. Yeah, class, absolutely brilliant. Buzzing with that. Some other comments. Fiden Kaminsky, so happy, 5-0, what a game. Daniel Robinson, love it, lads. It's great stuff. See you as usual on Sunday. And Kev Ward says, got to go, guys. See you next time. Brilliant podcast. It's absolutely brilliant. Just a bit like being at a match with a load of mates. Brilliant. So, yeah, class. Yeah, just wow. And we've got the Bielsa documentary, Sky documentary to look forward to.
I think that was another thing is that with that documentary, I'm thinking we can't lose here and then have to watch that.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be the most Leeds thing ever.
You weren't on it second half, but there were, I saw a stat today that we were the first team to do the double over Stoke. Have you seen that today?
No.
God, have I been dreaming this or what? I'm sure
it must be in your head that. It must be.
Sure I've seen that. Right, let me just put the Bielsa doc on to record. But lads, so 5-0 Ellen Road in a game that I said would be tight and that I'd go for like a 1-0 or something. So it shows that I know
5-0 on the prediction. I'll say that.
Not. Obviously, it's just another game done. 4 to go now.
What a big weekend this is now.
Yeah.
How much of a shot in the arm?
Fulham, Cardiff tomorrow. Derby, Brentford. If we can get 2 draws there, this time next week we could be promoted.
Have Fulham still got to play West Brom as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's that.
There's a massive possibility, if the results come in and we win against Swansea, and then we get. I might actually cry live on a watch along. I think there's a strong possibility. Either get really drunk or cry on a watch along.
I don't think I'd be able to drink. I don't think my nerves will be worse than this week.
But again, let's take away the scoreline. What a professional performance! Because for 20-30 minutes, we just did our bit and stayed in the game, and we felt our way in, and then unleashed hell.
Yeah,
I was going to say, what was it? It was 40 odd minutes, the goal, weren't it? 0-0 for a long time.
Yeah.
It's one of them where you're looking at it, you're going, we'll just get in at half time and, just work out how we're going to break them down second half.
Yeah.
And then they just make that horrendous challenge. And, well, the game's done because you come out and Costa buries that one 2 minutes into the first half. And game's gone then.
Yeah.
And then we just we just took them apart.
What about Pablo's goal? The placement of that shot.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
What about
Bamford?
Elder Costa versus permanent Elder Costa? Because today, he looked like a different player altogether.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the opposite of what usually happens, isn't it?
That's the best I've seen him in a Leeds shirt. That's the best.
Yeah. He gave them some great
Usually we get a great loan player, and then when he signs permanent, he's rubbish. But hopefully we've got it other way around this time.
Yeah.
So a massive,
he'll do a job.
Definitely a massive 5-0. Get your thoughts in before we wrap it up. We'll give time for Ryan Wilson and Big Lee to come in and give their sort of thoughts, and then we'll knock you on the head. But I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm trying to not be too buzzing because I've been here before, but not quite here. If that makes sense.
Well, the way I see it is, I'm going to enjoy the ride either way. Best case scenario, the P word, maybe
and we've
silverware. And
absolutely.
Worst case scenario is 6, 7 more games with Bielsa. So you got to enjoy the ride, haven't you? Either way.
Exactly. And we've got roving reporter Big Lee Nicholson live from Ellen Road on full time. Lee, you
not on my own. Not on my own. Somebody
has he got?
Say hello before he has to shoot off. Just one second.
Have you got? Tony Newton! What a legend. Tony, what did you think to that?
What did I think to that? My God, I tell you what a performance that was. Second half was superb, wasn't it? And Pablo coming on, just changing things was wonderful. I tell you what, I enjoyed commentating on that game. Long may that continue, boys.
Yes,
absolutely.
4 to go.
Absolutely.
Two more of them, it's done.
Cheers, Tony. There you go.
So Lee, you called it 4 goals in the second half, but did you really see 4 goals in the second half?
No, I didn't. But listen, we said, didn't we, that they were going to have to come out. They were going to have to come out. They were going to open up. and with Pablo coming on, that's where he operates, isn't it? That's where he works, and he changed the game again for me.
You were unreal.
Two amazing goals. The team goal for Coops was something else, and then that finish from Pablo. It's sickening how easy
he's
he
not
makes
human.
it look.
He's not human.
He's not. It's unbelievable, and I'm blown away. I wasn't expecting that. That is a statement. That is an absolute statement. West Brom can go out and win 2-0, absolutely fine. People expected us to really struggle against Stoke today, and we turned up and said, you know what? Not a chance. The fight's still in them. And I feel a little bit more confident going into these last 4 games after a performance like that now.
That was everything we needed.
It's a proper statement.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's an absolute statement. I mean, as I said, I was sat right under the sky, guys, and what they were saying, they were waxing lyrical about us. The passing, the movement, how quick we were, snapping into the challenges, having shots on goal when we were getting opportunities. We just looked on it. We just absolutely looked on it. In fact, hang on, I've got somebody else to say hello.
Great. This is a great surprise.
Oh, this is class.
This is very good.
The lads from Talking Shut.
Go.
Get a proper job. big man.
Get a proper job.
I've got to get a proper job, apparently, like Martin's. He's massive. You say what you want and nobody knows you do it. It's you. Tom wins.
Martin doing security for us, isn't he?
Yeah, so as you can go, that moods are high.
Brilliant. So the thing is, though, Lee, as well, like the point you make there about a statement. We've gone and done our bit now. Over to you, West Brom and Brentford. Stay with us.
It's exactly that. It's over to you. It's over to you. I think we've shown that, come whatever, we're going to fight. We're going to fight till the end of it. And I think, the lads seem to have learnt a lot from last year. Again, talking to Tony Dorigo before the game, and I was saying, how much will it mean? How much effect will last year have had on them going into this year, and how much in a better place will it put them? And he said, unbelievable. He said the mental difference it will make to them, and I think we saw that. That was a strong performance. That wasn't just gritty. It wasn't just flair. It was strong. It was powerful. It was dominant, and it was
professional.
It was our Leeds United. That is our Leeds United.
Yeah, Sky have just chucked the statistics up. Stoke had 28% possession and no shots on target in 90 minutes.
It's mad, isn't it?
Michael O'Neill will be absolutely raging in that changing room. You can guarantee it. Absolutely raging.
What you didn't see, Lee, obviously on Sky, after I think it was Pablo's goal, it panned to Michael O'Neill. He just shrugged his shoulders if so. What do you do about that?
Yeah.
What can you do? When a player like Pablo Hernandez is playing the way that he played today? And Helder Costa, massive shout for Helder Costa today, because he absolutely terrorised them. He didn't stop running. He got his reward. He got his goal. Patrick Bamford, you mentioned him at half-time there. He's been working his socks off. He were unlucky to have that effort cleared off the line in the first half. And he got his goal. All right, enough to off both posts, I think it was. But again, he got his goal, so that's going to do his confidence the world of good. It's going to do, it's going to do everyone's confidence the world of good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lee was still busting a gut to get onto that in the 93rd minute when we 4-0 up.
Yeah, exactly. And that just shows you that. I think when you're in a game like that, and you're up by 4 goals, then you want to be on the score sheet, don't you? He'd have been devastated if he'd have not got on the score sheet today, I think.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for him.
Absolutely. Currently on Sky, mate, we're just seeing Liam Cooper stood in front of the Sky advertising audience, looking calm, professional. Kind of not playing it down, but very, very professional. The lads know that 4 big games still to go. But yeah, what a massive statement, and what a game. So good.
Yeah. It's absolutely huge. It's a great statement. And another captain's performance from Coops, who were incredible. And even the substitutions that came on to pick up the tempo and just to pick up where the other lads left off. I think they were again brilliant to a man today. So I'm certainly looking forward to getting a few pints down me in the Podger and celebrating celebrating 5 goals. In fact, I might have a pint for each goal. What do you think?
Yeah, that's only fair, mate, isn't it? It's only right thing to do. And then switch focus to UFC 251 Saturday night, and then Leeds United on Sunday.
How good does that look, by the way?
Yeah, honestly,
Unbelievable.
like, the good thing at the minute for me is I can avoid football by just getting excited about UFC 251. So for any MMA fan who's following, we're going to get Lee's hot predictions. So Max Holloway, Volkanovski, how do you see that going, Lee?
I think Volkanovski might just have a little bit too much. I'm going to go with him.
I'm going for Holloway personally. It might be a little bit heart ruling head, but I'm going to go Holloway.
Go on.
What about the main event then? Usman Masvidal.
This is the one, isn't it? This is the one. I don't know if Gamebred's fought anybody like this before. I just think it's a massive fight. I'm gonna go Masvidal.
Yeah.
Why not?
I am, because it'll just be pure fireworks for first 2 rounds. If Masvidal gets out of 2 rounds, Usman controls him back cage, and it might be a bit different. But for first 2 rounds,
I think a lot of people are saying they overlooked Usman's standing game. His ability to just stand and trade and then to take things onto the floor. He won his last fight by knockout, didn't he? I think.
Yeah.
And people were thinking he was just going to take him to the floor and just sort of ground him into submission, but no. He
battered Colby Covington, didn't he, on feet rather than. And one last shout while we get off MMA chat. Mark Casey, Yorkshireman, fighting on the main card as well with Danny Mitchell in his corner. So good luck to that lad.
Absolutely, yeah, I know Mark as well, and he's a sound lad, and he's a terrific fighter, and he deserves this. So I hope he goes out and he puts on a massive show.
Absolutely. So in a grand world, Leeds win 5 today. All our MMA bets come in on Saturday night, and then Leeds go and beat Swansea 5. I'm probably getting carried away here, but 3 points at the Liberty, and then we go 3 games with the Premier League in sight.
I would like that. It'd be nice to go to Swansea and just put on a show, and we don't historically travel to Wales very well, so. It's another massive game. Well, every one of them's a cup final, isn't it, from now?
Absolutely, mate.
So yeah, let's see what happens.
Lee, a massive thanks again, mate, for coming and joining us. It's class, mate. It's really good. Thanks again, pal. You enjoy them 5 pints. Catch you again soon. Take it easy, pal.
I'm still processing it. I'm just looking at the scorers, and 5.
5 different goal scorers.
Yeah, it's mad.
I'm so chuffed for Elder Costa and Patrick Bamford because came in for a bit of stick with old Floodlight Gate, and today both of them, two man, were absolutely class. So
I mean, what do we think about 5 p.m. kickoffs now?
I'm all for it. Let's make the last.
Let's do it.
I'm bang up for that.
Yeah, they're more than happy to move the fixtures around. So. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just had a couple of tweets, which always makes me laugh. Ian Giggal at Leeds Ian G. There's the absolute dicking you've been predicting for 2 years. Yeah, I have been saying we'll absolutely dick someday at some point, and there's the dicking. And
enough, it'll happen. Yeah.
And the thing is, as well, it's not like 5 chances that we just took. We've absolutely dominated the game.
Oh yeah.
And Stoke have not had a look in, and I'm going to wax lyrical for a bit longer, but ultimately,
it's perfect. And going into, like Ben said, going into this Bielsa documentary now as well. Perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Absolutely.
Well,
and the big thing as well for us and for Bielsa is to get some. If he gets some silverware, because he's not known for following the job through, is he? Historically, so for him to stay for a second season with us and then go on to get some silverware, I'd love that for him as well, because I'd love us to be the exception for Bielsa.
The thing is, like what's missed sometimes is that this thing of Bielsa's never won out, but in fairness, he has done. He was extremely successful at Newell's. He has won stuff in his career. but he also believes that his mindset and the way that he runs things only lasts for so long because he believes that players will only believe in his stuff for so long before he drops the bits. Like I'm listening to his book at minute. Well, not his book, but a book written for him by Tim Rich, or about him by Tim Rich, and he even says in there that he's not always had it brilliant. Like he went to, did he go to Vélez Sarsfield and they didn't believe in it.
Bad days in Mexico and that, didn't he?
Yeah, when he was at Atlas as sporting director, but he went to Vélez Sarsfield and the players didn't believe in him. The players wanted him gone. But then when they came around to his way of working, they then had success. They won the league and then they missed out on the Copa Libertadores just after. But like this thing that he's never won out, it's a bit of a fallacy.
You look at when you win trophies, it's so temporary and it's on to the next. But his legacy is really what defines him. But it'd be nice for him to get some silverware with us. Let's put it that way.
But the thing is with this situation is it's about the next level then, isn't it? I don't think he's gone. Has he gone to a division that's got a promotion in him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Where you look, he's always been in the top flight. So, where he's gone to Atletico Bilbao and he's made them he took scum apart at Old Trafford and everything like that. Yeah. And he got to the final and got dicked by Barcelona, but everyone expected that because it was like they'd take him to the another level, but it was impossible to break through. Whereas here, he's taken a team that, although in terms of size of club, was a lot lower than they should be. In terms of actually what we were actually achieving was mid to bottom table championship, and they're useless. And he's completely revolutionised us. He's turned us into the best footballing side in the division. We fell at the first hurdle. Hopefully, we won't do that again. Yeah. But then, what's the kind of the prize of that? Is to move on to the Premier League, and obviously a whole heap of new challenges. And he will, for me, I know he's getting on a bit and everything like that, but for me, that should reinvigorate him and re-encourage him to stay. Yeah. Beyond that kind of maybe that 2-year window, and think, even if we don't overhaul the squad and we keep this squad, they're going to have to get used to a heck of a lot more or a heck of a lot different challenges, because all of a sudden we won't be getting 72% possession in a game because we're going to be playing against better teams. We're going to be up against a City who go out and actually play the same way like we play, but they've got a lot better players than us. And we're going to have to work out how we're going to do that. And it's going to add for him on the way that he looks at things and looks, this is a problem and I need to find a footballing solution. Yeah. It's going to add a new thing for him as well. I think we're kind of like a match made in heaven for him almost.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've said it before. I've certainly said it to lads at work. Like the ties that Bielsa had to Yorkshire before he even came is incredible, really. Yeah, obviously he was manager at Newell's, but he's from Rosario. Rosario Central wore yellow and blue, based upon Leeds United. And then he went to Atlas, and the director of football at Atlas built. I'm sure he built the youth academy system based upon Leeds United at Atlas. Yeah, like, the guy's got, he's got links to Leeds anyway. But like they've just been, they've just been talking on Sky about Patrick Bamford's performance, and I dare say I think today's performance was minus West Brom at home early in the season his best performance for Leeds this year. He looked an absolute pest all game, an absolute pest. He looked threatening. He looked like he'd score. He just thorn in their side all game.
Yeah. I mean, Barry, I think the Cardiff 3-3, he was absolutely on fire in that game as well. But obviously, when we took him off, we crumbled. But really happy for him. Yeah, just deserves it. Just
a complete performance, really, isn't it? From him?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So lads, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. I suppose we better wrap it up, really. I don't think we can wax lyrical a little bit more, but a massive thanks, Mike, for coming on, mate. And
anytime.
Big thanks, mate, for all your graphics, and for anybody who is still listening. 38 people are still. Check Mike out on all Leeds on Instagram and his cracking graphics. And again, can't thank you enough, mate, for your work with us guys.
My pleasure.
Rags, are we back Sunday for another watch along?
Yeah, it should be.
That'd be really.
I might have a little one in tow, but why not?
Yeah, never mind. I've got two little. I had to nip off and cook a pizza if you'd not forgot. But yeah, lads, again, massive thanks. And for the 41 people who are still watching, which is a real surprise because the game's been done for ages. But massive thanks to everybody who's tuned in, got your point, got your comments in, shared it, whatever else. We really do appreciate it. Same with the podcast. If you've not caught episode 102, it is out now. Check out your podcast providers, search Talking Short, you'll find it in there. Make sure that if you do already follow us on some social media, follow us on the rest of them. And we'll be back on Sunday for the Swansea game via LUTV. Yeah, mega. Big thanks to Big Lee Nicholson from Ellen Road, Ryan Wilson at half-time, Old Ben, Raggy, and Mike, our graphics guy, top man. And we'll catch you again soon. So, only one thing to say.
City.
That was class.